And don't forget to watch Family Guy, Sunday nights at... Brian!
Who the fuck is this guy? Hey y'all, hope everyone had a good day.
No, but it looks that way, doesn't it, Adagon? Doesn't it look that way? Doesn't it look like it's soft?
Hi, Weest.
Hell yeah, dude. Wow. Holy shit. 2 years late. Actually 2 years late. That's wild. That's actually insane. Actually insane. Sitting in his fucking poorly lit room in Sweden. God. Jesus. You only had 2 accounts this time? You literally only had 2 accounts this time, Max? What was your actual first name? I don't remember, dude. I actually already forgot. You had 2 accounts this time, dude? That was fucking pathetic, dude. Show up to my house. Show up to my house. And we can talk, okay? Stop showing up in my Twitch chat. Show up to my house like a big boy. This time, don't send a pizza. Don't send the pizza or the cops this time. Show up. Actually show up. This shirt is not from Hot Topic. How dare you say that? This shirt is from Zoomies, which is not much better. But yeah, it's an A-Lab. This shirt, immaculate. Immaculate. I wanted this shirt like last month. I even bought it. I bought it. It was half off. I was like, yes, I didn't check the size. I take it home. It's a small. What am I doing? But this is the shirt for today. This is actually the fit for tonight. You know what I mean? This is the full fit. No pants. I'm wearing pants. I'm literally wearing pants. How dare you assume that I'm not? Not the marker on the floor. But this is the fit, I think. I like it. No pants? These are fucking pants. I'm wearing actual pants. They even have a fucking belt and everything. Daddy Yankee? Right now? Right now? Anyway, we're giving more relationship advice tonight, yeah? I think Max is jealous of your glow up. Max, show up to my house. I will teach you how to lift. I will actually teach you how to lift weights. Real. I will. You can look like me. Oh. Have you ever drawn with oil pastels? I have. I have. Who you made in Multiversus? I haven't played yet. I've not actually played Multiversus yet at all. I love my bisexual coded streamer. Can you guys... I'd prefer it if you didn't. I was in a car with 2 Mexicans, roof down, with this song blasting. Never felt more comfortable. The song's about cum, dude. This song is about cum. They maybe were testing your Spanish or something. I don't know. This song is about cum. Oh. This song's about cum. It's about nothing else. Bro, Max is 300 pounds and watches child porn, has literally no friends. Yeah, true, actually. Real trap shit. Your headcanon is that I'm bisexual? Chat, I'm skipping the song. The lyrics are just about cum. I don't know what else to say. The voices in my head told me you're bisexual. I believe that. I believe that. Oh, that's actually really good. I am doing a part 2 of yesterday's stream. No, the song is about gas. I'm doing a part 2 of yesterday's stream. We're gonna whip out that stage channel again, but yesterday we talked about so many things that I think are really important. None of the online admins? Okay, here you go. Admin? Can I just give you admin? I just gave you admin, Emmet. You look like how bi I feel. Okay. Okay. Okay, sure. Yesterday's stream was insane. I uploaded a TikTok and it's doing well. I think it's got like 100,000 views. Oh, 330,000 views. Okay.
I met this girl.
Doing more of these on my stream tonight. Tune in. And then I pin the comment. It's got 100,000 likes. That's the 100K. 100,000 likes. Nice, dude. Nice.
Can't wait for someone to ask how to get their partner to eat their flesh in the sequel we never wanted.
There's not going to be a sequel. Not like that. Weest is trans and bi-coded. You guys just don't know how to admit that you don't have friends that you're comfortable being around. You are literally unable to admit that you are just, you're just, oh Jesus Christ, hold on. You're unable to admit that you are just not used to having people that you're comfortable around. Literally, I don't know. And also, I just like to dress this way. I just like to look this way. Trans and bi-coded. Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's a projection. That's a projection of your desires.
Could we do a multiversus tourney in the Weest chord? It could be very fun. Same thing with the member drip contest.
That'd be fun. That would be fun. I would love to organize that and do it on stream. That would be actually really good. How we doing today, goobers? Goobers? How dare you? We did not finish the trans game. Trans game story got a little watered down. Chat wasn't as interested in it as they claimed to be, which is understandable. It was like Life is Strange, but we are psychic twins. Which is fine. I love your outfits. You get clean drip. Thank you. I think I'm gonna start dressing different soon. I only ever get compliments from gay men. And I thought that like straight men could be sexy too, but straight sexy is boring. Like if I want to be sexy and straight looking, I have to dress boring and just stick my dick out everywhere I go. And I don't know. I don't like walking around like this. You know? Hey ladies. I'm straight. I don't know. I just don't want to. Can I not get like a girl to approach me and be like, oh my god, I really like your outfit. Is it because my fucking thighs are out? Does this mean I'm gay? Is that what it is? Why can't I just like, why can't I have people, why can't I, like, I don't know. Why can't people just like me for who I am? Why can't I be hot and attractive on the inside? What sunglasses are we doing tonight? Purple. Purple tinted shades. So unfortunately, the frames are gold. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to tell.
Bing bing bang. Yeah. Bing bing bang and a boom and a bonk and a tink with a tink tank. Yeah.
I don't know if I like them. I don't know if they're part of this fit.
You look like
I don't know. Are they part of this
pants
fit?
on for stream, but are playing it off as a fit.
I would date you, but I'm in another country. Yeah, I wouldn't date you back. So, no offense to you, chatter. You're a chatter. I'm just not doing that. I'm not playing that game. Get red ones. I don't think this is the one. I can't even tell how these look. I actually can't even tell how these look because of the red. It's actually that fucking red.
As a Puerto Rican who grew up with the song Gasolina, I don't believe the song is about cum. You're baiting me.
Okay. Okay. You are Puerto Rican, tú eres un Puerto Rican, and you don't know that gasolina means cum. How old are you? You're 21. What do you think it means? Ella le gusta la gasolina. Dame más gasolina. They're not talking about gasoline. They're talking, yeah. The song's about fucking, right? The song's about fucking. Gasoline, in this case, is slang for, yes, give me more literal gasoline. Maybe she's literally trying to fill up her car. You know what? Actually, the song is about a girl at the pump, and she just really loves refueling her car. Ella le gusta la gasolina, dame más gasolina, ella le canta la gasolina. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she really likes to refuel her car and get that shit gassed up so she can drive around. In this economy, maybe that's what she's talking about. Huh? Gasolina, in many Latin American countries, is slang for cum. My reaction to that information. I told you, I literally told you. You know, as far as I know, I told you and I told you right, and I was telling you the truth, and I wouldn't lie to you. Cum is all right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's okay. Anyway, we're gonna move on from the cum topic. And we're gonna do some dating advice in the Discord server. I'm gonna start by reading off some messages in chat. If you guys have any questions, or you want some insight on anything, or you just need like a second opinion or some anecdotal advice, I have a couple of qualifications. I was in an 8-year relationship from the ages of 15 to 23. I've seen everything, ups and downs and all sorts of in-betweens. I've also just always been a pretty observant person and very in my friends' ears, and vice versa throughout their relationships. 20 years solo, any tips, I guess? Know who you are. As long as you know who you are, you know what you want in life, you know what you like. That's all you really need in order to have success in the dating world, because it's the hardest part, is figuring out what the fuck you want. And people usually think, no, the hardest part is just finding anyone. No. Once you figure out how to find people, the hardest part will be finding what you want. It takes forever. It takes years. Sometimes people never figure out what they fucking want. They really, really never do. And that's sad. Oh well, thank you for the $5 though. Best Bird Boy, thank you for the 2 months. Sadman Bradman, thank you for the bits. Unhelpful Support, thank you for the 3 months. Shadow, thank you for the 23 months. Quagmire, 21 months. MC Wayne, thank you for the 15 months. Pen, 5 hours ago, thank you for the 8 months. This is a shorter stream tonight as well, by the way, chat. I'm gonna go pregame at my friend's house in a little bit. I am going to get fucked up tonight. And I say that I'm gonna go pregame in a little bit when Daddy is pregaming literally ahora. My partner is heading to the military and he tips. Genuine question. Do you see yourself staying with this person for twice, 3 times, 4 times the amount of time that you have already been with them? do you really want to like wait and put your life on hold in a way? You're going to be extremely lonely. Even though you'll be in their ear all the time, even though you will be constantly texting each other, you'll be so fucking lonely. He is literally like playing Fall Guys or something, I don't know. You guys want to go catch Rhett's stream? He's yelling. I'm giving a relationship advice and yelling. He's playing games and yelling. Speaking of not knowing what I want, I have this really close friend, and I'm not sure I've this really close friend. This person is a grammar fucking Nazi. They even properly used a fucking semicolon. Holy shit, everyone buckle up. I have this really close friend, and I'm not sure if I feel anything more for her than just friendship. Something I've been going back and forth on for months. Any advice as to how to find this answer for myself? You would know if you wanted something more than friendship. You do not ever, and this goes for any aspect of any relationship, you never, ever, ever need to convince yourself of anything. You never need to deliberate in order to reach a desired mental conclusion, right? You never need to do that. The way you feel, unfortunately, is the way you feel, even if you disagree with it, even if it fundamentally goes against the desired goal for the relationship between you and your partner. If you don't want something, if you don't feel something, you won't feel it. You can't force yourself to. You can't convince yourself that, you know what, maybe I should be with this person. Maybe I need to be with this person. Maybe I owe it to this person. Really need advice. I'm about to go on a date in like an hour with a guy that called me mommy. I don't know how to process it. You may be reading too far into it. But if it's like, if you guys have like sexted and he's insistent on calling you mommy like that shit's going to carry over. Either that or motherfucker's going to be a two-pump chump. I don't know. You may have to worry about nothing. But if you're not seeking anything serious, then don't worry about it too hard. It could be funny. Sometimes, chat, and this is a whore moment. Sometimes I will have sex, even when maybe I just don't like really, really, really want it, just to see. Just to see. It could be funny. It could be a good story to tell, you know? It could be funny. Mental illness? Possibly, actually. I could be a sex addict. It could literally be funny. Like, maybe I'm not super duper attracted. Maybe I'm not super duper horny. But this can make for a good story. I don't know. I needed to learn English as a second language, so I really taught myself proper grammar. Yeah, you used a semicolon. No one that speaks English does that. I'm kidding. But meanwhile, I hate having sex out of a relationship. I'm surprised no one has reminded us that that they are asexual. Is it right to keep relationships offline if I stream or as an online person? Yes. You can keep it as private as you want. You can make it as public as you want. Just make sure that your partner is down for whatever. Make sure your partner is down for what you are doing, you know? If you're going to publicize your relationship, make sure your partner is okay with that. As someone who was doing content after my relationship started, we were together for 2.5, almost 3 years before I started doing content. I at first kept it really private, and then I was like, yeah, I have a girlfriend. And I was like, yeah, I mean, here's what she looks like. And then, yeah. I'm asexual and I have a hard time putting myself out there. Every time the mutual and I like each other, it always goes downhill. Well, you probably may be falling into... Okay, so as an asexual person, you should not be dating traditionally, because traditional dating leads to, I mean, at least amongst adults, it usually leads to something physical. It's like the expectation almost. And it's not like it's not like sleazy necessarily. It's just people assume that this other adult probably wants to fuck as much as I do. It's probably safe to assume that they are horny. Everybody gets horny, right? But as an asexual person, you need to avoid I would say traditional dating scenarios, meeting people at bars or restaurants or clubs or whatever. immediately getting physical on the first date. You know, you don't want to send that kind of message, because communicating your sexuality to someone who may not understand it is very fucking frustrating, right? I get asked all the time, I thought you were gay. Okay, first of all, fuck you. You're just trying to say I'm well dressed. Fuck you. Hate you for saying that. But I don't like explaining myself. No one likes having to explain themselves. Why would I need to explain this? I know how it works. I live with it every day. My point is, it's really, really difficult to preface a scenario with I'm ace. By the way, I'm asexual. You need to probably just be looking for friends. Is there a difference? I would argue that. Is there a difference between having a friend and go on dates with that friend as opposed to going on dates with a person that you're romantically interested in? You can be romantically interested in someone and just not fuck and go on dates and shit, and they're kind of just your friend. I would also just, this is me thinking from my perspective, if I was asexual, the people that I like to hang out with and hook up with, they like to have sex. That could be literally an obstacle in the relationship. Like, why would I be with you if you don't want to have sex with me? That's very important. It's a massive deal breaker for many, 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 many people. Download Bumble, pay $40 a month for premium, and filter by asexual, maybe. If that's something you can do on Bumble, I don't know. Are dating apps allowing people to filter by sexual preference? Can I look for people who are only ace? I don't know. That seems a little predatory almost. Guys on Bumble already throw they, them in their bio just so they can, like, get to the weird bitches, right? You know what I mean? Like, I don't identify as non-binary. I know I probably lean a particular direction, but I don't feel that way. Like, I'm talking outwardly, like visually to you. I know I probably lean a certain direction, but I feel like a man. In my head, I'm a man. I'm a dude. I'm a guy. Dick and balls. Bro voice. What's up? I don't know. I'm just a dude. I look like this. I know that's confusing, but like, guys on Bumble, completely, you know, like straight dudes will throw they, them in their bio so they pop up on people who are looking for non-binaries, so they can, I guess, in that way, sort of prey upon them. I hate that shit. God, it's so annoying. But the thing is, now I can't hopelessly swipe right. I have to actually evaluate each and every individual person, because it's like, okay, all right, let's see how long it takes me to come across a cis man. A cis man. A cis man. Let's see. Oh, hold on. I have to respond to a message. Let's see how long it takes me to come across a cis man. Okay, let's see. Pretty. No, thank you. Pretty. 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 Her nipples were out. Pretty. No, thank you. Pretty. 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 Pretty, 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 pretty. No, thank you. Pretty, 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 pretty. I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot here. There's no men today. I don't know why there's no men. I thought I was going to be able to see a man very easily, because I get on here sometimes and I just swipe 3 times and there's a fucking dude. There's a straight up man. I have my preferences set to women and non-binaries. But sometimes there's just, oh, I didn't mean to swipe right on them. Damn it. Sometimes there's a straight up just man. It was like I matched with a dude. I was desperately right swiping, you know, as you do. You get on there once a day, you swipe right through basically everyone. Yeah, I'm flopping. My fucking bit sucked. But I matched with a guy named Chris. Dude was just a total guy. Just a total dude with a beard. And he said, hey, sexy. Checked his bio. Cisgender. Bro, I'm not gay. Like, I know I swipe right on you, but like, why do you have your shit set to non-binary? It's just predatory. It's literally so they can match with those people. He's either like a gay man, or he is like straight and looking for, I don't know, maybe he's like closet straight. Guy said he was, they them doesn't mean non-binary. Okay, I make assumptions when someone identifies as they them. I assume they mean non-binary. I assume they are detaching themselves from she or he, right? And so I look for that sort of outward physical presentation. I look for confusion. That's basically what I look for. When someone identifies as non-binary, I look for visual confusion. If you do not sexually confuse me, I will then be like, okay, so where's the and I know not all NBs are androgynous. I understand raccoon gaming, and I know that's a generalization. Okay, everyone start crying right now because the streamer is clearly bigoted. Jesus Christ, let me fucking finish a sentence. What I'm saying is, we categorize ourselves because there are consistencies within the categories, right? And so whenever I see someone categorize themselves into a box that typically has certain consistencies in there, and they don't have any of them, there's no overlap on the Venn diagram, I say, what the fuck are you doing? And the dude admitted that, yeah, he's literally just trying to hook up with weird girls. And I get that, dude, me too. Yeah. So why are you DMing me and calling me sexy? And he was like, I think I might be curious. And I said, okay. And I unmatched. I wish him luck. Good luck, Chris. Nice beard, bro. I was gonna ask him where he gets his haircut, but honestly, I don't care. I just took offense to it, is all. I took offense to it not only as a straight man, well, as a straight man, but as someone with like a lot of non-binary friends and just who sees the obvious predatory behavior. You know, like I'm not white knighting my non-binary friends. Like, oh, don't touch them, they're for me. I don't know why I put the quotes after straight. I don't mean to say that I'm a man. I mean to say that I'm straight, because it's a spectrum. Don't fucking categorize me like that, all right? That's why I don't play that game. Okay? Don't box me in. I don't care to be boxed in. You can often tell, but it just comes with dating apps. Absolutely. 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 Oh, God. If I was to start using dating apps, where should I go? I would say Bumble. Bumble's really safe. Bumble or Hinge. Tinder is only for sex. It's only for straight people to fuck, honestly. Grindr is only for gay people to fuck. Bumble and Hinge are where you're going to actually find, like, real people that give a shit, at least somewhat, you know? In my experience, Bumble has gotten me, one, viciously laid, but two, I've met like really nice, good, kind, caring people that I am actually friends with. I've been going out with one of my Bumble friends every weekend for the past 3.5 months, I feel like. Have I communicated that to my audience? No. In my opinion, we met normally on a dating app, but normally. It wasn't like, I don't know. It's not like I needed to tell y'all about it. Next time I see a cute girl with looking for a third and the next pick is her ugly ass boyfriend, I swear to God. If you're a couple looking for a third, either admit that you're ugly and stop trying on dating apps, or make you that first goddamn picture. Make that first picture your you and your partner. You know, stop playing games. How do you know when you've recovered from a relationship to try again? When you have that thought when you realize, wow, I've gone like a week without thinking about that. You're ready. Congratulations, you're ready. It's going to take you months. It's going to take you, like, I told chat, like 4 to 6 months, maybe 3 to 6 months, but it takes most people a fiscal quarter. Okay? It takes most people like anywhere between, 3 months to 6 months, I would say. But when you have that thought where you're like, oh, I haven't really been worried about that shit lately, have I? I haven't really been upset or sad about it, huh? Yeah. Dude, looking for third couple, swipe right on me on Tinder. It was a sweaty, greasy rat gamer and his extremely hot girlfriend. And you know what? You know what, though? It was her idea. Whenever you see a couple looking for a third, it is the hot one that wants to fuck. It is always the hot one that wants to have sex with you. The ugly one will do it, but they're not happy about it. And it's always, 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 always a band-aid for their relationship. Always. 100%. A couple looking for a third is looking to slap a band-aid on. Not to knock anyone who's willing to hook up with a couple. I mean, shit, I can't blame you. I've fucking done it. Like, it's I mean, shit, there's no shame in it, you know, as long as you don't feel shame about it. There's only shame if you feel shame, right? Okay. That being said, typically, that's the situation you're getting into. So if you're looking for a polyamorous relationship, do not hook up with that couple looking for a third. You will never win. You will never ever win. This battle has already been raging for years. Do not join that. Chick was hot though. I hit. Oh, as you should. How do you set standards for yourself after setting the bar too low? Fuck a porn star. Raise that bar back up. What's on top of the can? Chile y chamoy. I was like, what is it called? It's this like, it's like it's tahine. You know what tahine is? And then chamoy is like this fucking like, it's like this syrupy fruit substance that goes good on things. I don't know. Just like pour a bunch of it on top of the can with, and then pour a bunch of tahine on top of it. Just flavors up your drink even more. You put this shit on anything and everything. It's I don't know how to describe it. Spicy syrup is a great way of describing it, I guess. It's like fruity, kind of. Yeah. Oh. Check donos. I got you. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Which one on the board? What do you want on the board, Is? Chad is gay? Yeah, dude. www.chatis.gay. We need the www dot. We need it. I need it to be the World Wide Web. Is it not? Oh, if I do that, it actually takes me nowhere. Oh. Wait, what? Chatis.gay? Why can't I access it? Why whenever I try to go to chatis.gay, I get... Oh, I need to remove that then. Okay. How's that? It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to worry about setting up the World Wide Web. Fucking ultra hyperlink. We're gonna get to actual like one-on-one here in the Discord server. So there's not that many people in here. I'm gonna join up. Yo, what's up? And Matt, brother. Oh, he's deafened. That's fine. He's gonna leave in a second. Hello, everyone. I'm looking at the request here. There's only 3 of you. Butt Sniffers X, how to cope. Okay, hold up. Are you the guy from whenever we did Cringe Confessions a little while back? Lover, thank you for the resub. In a relationship, wanted to get another perspective on my problem. Main problem, I've never been 100% comfortable in showing my love. Always felt like I was holding back. Hold on one second, dude. I'll be right back. Okay, wait. I've never been 100% comfortable in showing my love, talking, texting, etc. Always felt like I was holding back. I would need to hear from you. I would need to know why. I would need to know, because there's no elaboration. I would need to hear, I would need to talk to you to understand. Because there's a million reasons we pull our punches in our relationship, even the punches that we mean to throw. I would need to talk to you one-on-one, I think, to understand more. Dabbing emoji, thank you for the 38 months. Bandito, thank you for the 18 months. Is, thank you again for the 5 year to brother. Sarali Kuso, thank you for the 39 months. Okay. Hello, chatter. Butt Sniffers X, to be specific.
Yes, I am the same person from the Cringe Confessions back in March or April. Okay,
so real quick, if you guys don't remember, this person basically was just talking about, back on the Cringe Confessions stream, about how their partner, was like, hey, can I sniff your ass? And they were like, yeah. And then they did, and then they gagged. So we are talking about the same person in this case. You're asking how to cope. I'm guessing you guys broke up.
Oh, this relationship ended when I was 17. I'm 20.
Oh, and you're still kind of not over it, huh?
Not just specifically because of that one incident. That person, it was an 11-month, almost year-long relationship.
Of course. I didn't assume it was because of the butt sniffing thing, by the way. I assumed that the relationship also had its problems like they all do.
Oh, yeah. He, like, straight up gave me trauma. It was not great.
So what is the ordeal? And give me the rundown of it.
Okay, so as I mentioned in said Cringe Confessions, I am a gay trans man.
Okay, gay trans man. FTM, yes.
He, him, yes.
Okay.
And he was what we in the business like to call a fetishist.
A chaser. Yeah. We know what we know what that is. We know what that is.
Yes. He would call me to his friends, his girlfriend behind my back, and was very emotionally manipulative.
Have you?
And
okay.
Such.
Wow. And you dated for almost a year?
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm like really late on the uptake. Character rollout sheet. Along with everything I just told you, I am undiagnosed with a bit of the tism.
Okay, the overlap between transgenderism and autism is insane.
And
it's
Weest
just
viewer, yeah. But yeah, but he did that, and also another character rollout. I am Jewish. I am ethnically Jewish.
Okay.
And he was like fully bigoted racist.
Does that play in?
Yes, because I, pretty heavily obviously disagree with, you know, like role playing World War II out of like comfort.
Pardon?
He would do this like, okay, I don't know if you said you had like a bit of a like right wing like past that you have since gotten over.
When you say role playing, do you mean in the bedroom?
No.
Okay.
But he would try and pressure me into doing shit, and I always said no.
So I'm trying to. This person was through and through, up and down, in many facets and aspects, just very, very cruel and mean to you.
Yeah.
They saw you first and foremost as a woman, which your partner should never.
Yeah.
That's fucking awful. Jesus Christ. That in and of itself is enough to cause a relationship to end. That would be an absolute deal breaker for me or anyone, I think. Your partner doesn't even accept your identity? No, absolutely not. Deal breaker.
I had no idea that was the case. I found out through his ex-partner who was also a trans man.
Right.
And I was gonna save this for the next cringe confession.
Sorry, wait. His ex-partner is also a trans man?
Yes.
This guy is an absolute chaser.
Yeah, and we go to the same college now, but I've been on T for a year and I have facial hair, so I don't think he recognizes me at all.
Really?
Yeah. We made eye contact going down the stairs and I bolted, and then my friend was with me and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "That's my ex who was shitty to me."
Can I ask, how did the relationship end? Because we've established this person was, well, essentially emotionally abusive. So
yes.
How did the relationship end?
Okay, so I had like basically tuned into all of his behaviors up to that point, and the final straw was him like suicide baiting me on my birthday.
They were trying to talk you into killing yourself?
Oh no, I said that wrong. Totally wrong word. He was threatening to kill himself.
Okay. Okay. I see.
Yes. I don't know if that is like Twitch.
No, you're
terms,
fine.
but...
You can talk about.
Okay.
You can say things like suicide. We can talk about the subject, of course. I just avoid it because it's very negative. But it's fine to talk about in this circumstance. So on your birthday, and this was
my 17th birthday,
and you guys were together that day.
No, I had school because it was a weekday and I was still in high school. It was my 17th birthday, and like I told him like, "Hey, don't do it was like the typical, like very stereotypical, like you tell your partner not to do something and they're like, "Oh, so why don't I just kill myself if I'm so terrible?" That kind of thing.
Okay, so it was over a small argument, but they turned it into, "I'm gonna kill myself." Yeah. Okay. Hold on one second. I gotta show some information to chat. Chat. This is what we mean when we say chaser. It's usually a cis bro looking for people who are trans and exploiting them sexually, all while mentally telling themselves, "Yeah, this is basically just a fucking woman who doesn't know what they're talking about." Like, it's gross. It's gross. It's like one of the actually most disgusting things you can do.
I should have figured it out when I found out his dad was like Mormon, but
yeah. Well, okay. So where are you looking for a little bit of like guidance or a second opinion?
Okay, yeah, so to not have this take too long, it has been
years,
3-ish years since that relationship, and I'm in a new, much healthier relationship. There was a year-long relationship in between. It wasn't traumatic, but it wasn't good either.
You haven't been single at all for very long, have you?
Sorry?
You haven't been single at all for very long, have you?
After I dated, I don't stay single for very long, but the longest I stayed single after dating him was 7 months.
That's a pretty healthy amount of time. You don't feel like you,
okay.
So you're having trouble now, even though you had that 7-month break?
I'm having trouble now because that relationship gave me a ton of trust issues.
Okay.
And like I see a therapist regularly for whatever. Right. I'm not asking Streamer to therapize me, but
I'm not. I don't think I'd be able to.
Yeah.
But what's the hang up that you're scared of?
That my current partner, who is nothing but good to me, is gonna be like, why don't you trust me? And it's not even that I don't trust him, it's that like an example, his mom pays for his cell service, so when he goes out, I can't text him. And I'm not the type of partner who's like, I need your location at all times, because I think that's weird. But like I immediately start panicking, not even that he's like doing something with somebody else, but that he's like in danger or like da da da.
Do you think that ties back at all to your previous relationships, or is this like a different thing?
It might be something else too,
right?
But like I don't know, because I've never been cheated on. Subtle flex, but
right. I don't know if I have either, honestly. But so my issue, and the reason I'm asking this, because I don't really know what we're talking about here. What's the problem? Is this like is the problem that you can't find the problem?
Sort of. It's also that like this, I feel like it left me with a bunch of problems in future relationships, but I can't quite identify what they are.
Do you want me to tell you what it is? Because I know what you're talking about now. So
sure.
you're literally looking around left and right. You're checking under the fucking cushions for the issue. I'm so used to being in a relationship where there's a fucking issue, because you got out of a relationship chock full of issues and you were comfortable enough with it to make it work. And then you got into another relationship 7 months after that also just wasn't good, right? And now finally you're in the healthy, normal relationship, but you didn't heal first. And so you're looking around, wasting your emotional energy, looking for the issue, finding something to stress over, because it's what you're used to. You can't be in a loving environment without also including stress. You're not used to it. You probably need to slow down in your relationship. How long have you guys been together?
My current relationship, we have been dating for 7 months.
Things moving really fast? Have you guys moved in together?
Oh, no. Not at all.
No? No. Okay. What is the most recent issue that you've come across?
Oh my God, I'd have to think about that. What he has noticed anyway is that I find myself asking like really stupid questions to him.
Are you okay?
Like
are you mad at me?
Like, you're stupid, but
is it the stupid questions, like constantly checking in?
That, and like, am I like a bad partner and shit like that, when the answer like in his eyes is obvious, like no.
Can I ask how much time you think you spend with each other?
It used to be every day, because we are also in the same college classes, but since the summer and neither of us drive, me because of a medical reason, him for financial, it's been about once a week now.
Okay. Do you think that's contributing a little bit to your anxiety regarding the relationship?
I think it might be a little bit, but also like personal factors that, since I've kind of trauma dumped on stream, I don't know if I want to share, but just like personal life stuff in the past week has been really, really difficult.
Okay. But we're talking about
regarding the relationship.
But we're talking about overarching issues within the relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the issue is that you feel like there's an issue.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's the issue. The issue is that you feel like there's an issue. That doesn't mean there's an issue. But the fact that you think there's an issue is the issue. That's your problem. Your problem is your overthinking.
Okay.
I mean, that happens to all of us. Like, literally, next time you want to ask that dumbass question that you know is stupid, but you feel like you have to ask it, bite your fucking tongue and see what happens. Because
I actually did the other day.
Yeah, right? And what happened? Nothing, right?
He asked me, like, what I told him, like, I was like, can I ask you a question? And then he didn't respond right away, but that didn't like push it. I was just like, never mind, I know what you're gonna say.
The
things he was like, can you ask it anyway?
The things that you normally misread as problematic are actually just the way they act. That's just them.
Yeah.
It's not that deep.
Sorry, I'm like keep interrupting, but even like prior to that abusive relationship, I am like a chronic overthinker.
Right.
So that's also contributes to it.
That's why I'm single. I was in a relationship with someone who had a lot of unchecked mental issues that I was somehow responsible for. And so as as a guy who is very used to showing his emotions and empathy and shit, I also am super used to doing routine emotional maintenance on whoever I'm talking to, whoever I'm with. Like, hey, are you good? Everything okay? Are you upset about earlier? Do you need to talk about anything? I can tell something's on your mind. Like, honestly, I have a bad habit of pressing people to see if they're okay. And you know what happens? And I'm sure you put yourself in this fucking boat before. You will end up creating a problem when there was none.
I actually I have to ask you this, Mr. Streamer Man. Do you find yourself ever in that situation where you need to be the emotional shoulder for someone and you think, holy shit, I have taken zero time for myself?
Yes, and that's also one of the reasons I'm single.
Yep, I had that problem a lot recently where I had to tell a friend who was just like venting to me about work for the like nth time this week. I was like, dude, listen, I cannot do it. Not right now.
Yeah.
And they were, thank God, really respectful about it.
That's good. That's good. Laying down the boundary sometimes is very helpful. Like, hey, I honestly cannot be your ear right now. No offense to you.
Yeah.
I love you, but I can't.
Exactly.
Okay, so my advice to you, keep going to therapy and bite your tongue more often.
Yeah.
It helps. It honestly does. You are stressing yourself out. No one is causing you any stress except for you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Also, as a Zoomies employee,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
unrelated,
You like my shirt?
Dig the shirt,
You
bro.
like my shirt? Thank you.
It.
I just bought it 3 hours ago, so shout out Zoomies.
Did you get the BOGO deal?
No, I was on an outlet. It was already discounted.
Unfortunately, well, it's the, I don't know if it's the same. It said outlet store because I live in a different state, but it's, you know what BOGO is. I'm sure you worked in retail.
I know what BOGO means. I sell G Fuel.
Oh shit!
I know what
right.
BOGO means. I'm a fucking salesman.
Fuck.
I studied marketing in college.
Oh fuck, you're right. Funnier question to sort of brighten the mood just a little.
Okay, and then you got to go because there's like 40 people waiting in line.
I do gotta go. This one's really short. When do you think in a relationship it is the like best point at which you can be comfortable farting really loud
A
in
year.
front of them?
A year.
A year?
A
Gotcha.
year.
Okay, I'm done.
For me personally. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I also just don't fart in front of anybody. I don't even do it on stream. But it's just kind of how I am. I think it's because my I only grew up around women, right? And all of the women I grew up around were just massive fucking stinky ass farters. Like my mom would rip ass, and it was the first thing I would hear in the mornings. So like I hate farting now. I don't know. Yeah.
This fart is stink. All right, thank you, streamer man.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, I'll be right back, everyone. I'm gonna go change out my contacts. It's about time. They're calcifying. Give me a moment. Entra. Chat, Rex speaks Spanish. How do I tell my dog to come inside? Is it entra? I don't think it's entra. Gasolina inside. Shut up. Entra? Oh, okay. Maybe he doesn't speak Spanish. I don't know. He knew he knew it. He knew some words. Okay, anyway. I'm back. Hello. Lover, you donated. Explain your situation a little bit, but I kind of wanted to hear more. So you said you're currently not in a relationship and you wanted to get another perspective on your problem, which is that you've never been 100% comfortable in showing your love, like you've always been holding back. Do you think you know why you're holding back? What is the fear of being completely open?
It's probably more of the fear of being really open, but I've never felt in where I say it and then immediately I don't know how they take it, because most of the time with past relationship, it's been a more, they've taken it the wrong way, and then it just goes downhill from there.
So what are you scared of? What are you scared of?
I don't know. I feel if I open up too much too quickly, because that's how I am, I'm really upfront with my sociability and emotions, that if I do the same with my romantic feelings with my significant other, it might turn them away and be like, okay, way too much.
You know what you should always do in every relationship? You should strive to make your partner feel how they make you feel. Right? So it's not necessarily about saying I love you to meet a certain like standard, like we've been together for 8 months and I'm not saying it yet, you know? It's about reciprocating whatever it is you feel like you're receiving. If your partner makes you feel, you know, just whatever, and that's all you're showing, then you shouldn't really, you know, feel bad about it. If you feel loved and cared for and fucking protected and appreciated, then you should, you know, try to do that for your partner as well. But primarily, it's about doing what feels right. And if it doesn't feel right to be expressive, then you don't need to be expressive. But if you want to be expressive, you just don't know how, that's a different issue. But it sounds like yours is rooted in emotional anxiety. It sounds like you might even be comparing your partner to your exes.
It's not comparing to my exes. It's just that certain experiences in where I try with every relationship to try to open up just a little bit more. I try to open up, but then I always get those, not the same factors, but the same gut feeling in where they take it the wrong way.
Okay. Do you feel like this partner is any different?
I'm currently not in a relationship, and I'm trying not to look for anyone as of right now.
Okay.
I mainly
As you
wanted
shouldn't. As you shouldn't. You should not be in a relationship, especially with this issue. You are afraid of scaring someone away, which means that someone has hurt you in that way, which means that you need time to what?
Heal.
Yes, the H word.
But here's the quick thing.
Okay.
I haven't been in a relationship for 3+ years, and the relationship before that was 2 years.
How old are you?
I am currently 17, and my 18th birthday is in October.
You haven't been in a relationship in how long?
3 years, my freshman year of high school.
Okay, so you as a 17-year-old about to be an adult are letting a 14-year-old get in the way of your emotional happiness. Of your, well, not your emotional happiness, but your emotional, what's the word?
The emotional anxiety, like you said earlier.
Well, they're definitely putting that in front of you for sure. Mm-hmm. But you're letting whoever you dated when you were 14 hold you back now as a near adult. On paper already, that sounds a little silly, right?
I think I just needed to say that up front, because I feel like there's always been something in where just nothing really clicked with the two voices in my brain saying yes and saying no. There's never been like a puzzle piece that's been placed right in the middle to connect the two parts. And I think just hearing that without really thinking of I needing to hear that just made it click.
I mean, sometimes that helps for sure, but what I'm really trying to tell you is that like your next relationship is not going to be with a 14-year-old, is it? God, I hope not.
No.
Okay, so you're 17, you're about to be an adult, you're probably going to date an adult next. They will not treat you the way your partner did when you were 14. It will not happen. And if it does, that's a fumble. We go next, right? Normal people, kind people, caring people, they don't mistreat you. So you shouldn't go into each and every relationship with that anxiety. You should wait until you're rid of that anxiety before you try again. And if you are entering a relationship with anxiety, you need to slap yourself really hard. Slap some sense into yourself. Because you cannot, and you may not realize this, but you cannot be comparing your partner to your exes like that. That's unfair. You're supposed to be starting over with someone new. You're not supposed to be bringing that bullshit into this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just carrying the baggage without realizing that I can just drop it.
Yeah. You want a 50-50 exchange. That means you leave that shit at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't take the extra weight if you don't need it.
Right.
Well, I thank you very much, streamer man.
Absolutely.
You have a wonderful night.
You too. I wish you the best of luck. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Very cool. If you guys want, the people who are waiting to speak here, you don't have to. And you may not all be able to, but if you could change your nickname in the Discord just temporarily to a brief summary of your ordeal, your predicament, the question you would like to ask me. We're doing dating advice here, or relationship advice, anything like that. I'm dragging in Eon 1 because I know for a fact you've never been in a relationship. According to you, you've never kissed a woman, right?
Yes, I have never kissed a woman.
What the fuck do you want to even ask me?
What? Okay, listen, I just, I want to, how do you do it? How did you start the game? Well, it's not a game. I shouldn't say it that way. That's a bit of an issue.
I don't know if I want to like tell you how to play before you've even attempted the tutorial.
Okay, I have attempted the tutorial ever since we last talked.
Oh, you have?
Yes, and it failed terribly. Would you imagine?
How did it fail? Beautiful. How did it fail?
Zero availability from the other team. It was bad.
Zero availability. How often were you asked? Okay, what was the unavailability? They couldn't hang out. They didn't want to go on another date. What was it?
4 days. Every 4 days we would talk.
Every
maybe.
4 days, and that wasn't enough for you?
Maybe at most. Like that was just 4 days of silence.
Did you guys
just drop out?
Okay. Did you hang out? Did you hook up? Did you go on a date? What happened?
I hung out a lot. Actually, before that, it was kind of mostly just. I know this is stupid, but it was mostly a work thing initially. We just kind of chilled because we were both into computer sciences. And well, I started, this is having to go back.
Here's the thing. I'm going to need you actually to explain this from start to finish. Obviously, shoot for brevity, shoot for like,
of course.
Try to expedite this story a little bit. But I'm going to need to hear this from start to finish so I can pinpoint where things went wrong, not where you went wrong. Not where you fucked up, because we can't always blame ourselves. Every exchange is only 50% of the work that we're doing. They're doing the other half. So don't blame yourself straight away just because it didn't work out for you. This is part of dating. It's called trial and error.
Let's go.
Right.
Wow.
So
the default standard.
So how did it start? It started at work, right? You met in person?
I would call it work, but it's not really work. So going back to like a little while since we last talked, I managed to get into Harvard computer sciences, and I started doing that.
Okay, are you at the campus, or are you doing it online?
Oh God, no! I'm doing it online.
Okay.
God, no! I would rather die than go anywhere near you.
Okay.
Anyway, I was, just doing my thing. I'm good with computers. I love computers. But because of that, and on top of that, my schizophrenia, it's very, very difficult to have any sort of consistent or constructive conversation with any person at all, ever.
Yeah, I get that. So you're a very busy man with work and school.
Yes.
Okay, you're a very busy man with work and school. How did you meet this person?
Okay, I was doing this project, okay, and they kind of give us like groups sometimes, right? So not necessarily groups that have to do a project together, but just groups of people that tend to be very good at very similar things. And so, you kind of get together, figure things out, networking, to call it in such a way.
Was this a school thing or was this a work thing?
This was a school thing.
Okay, you were assigned to essentially a group project at school, and this person ended up in your group?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Very, very likable lass. I would say just probably smarter than me.
Okay.
Okay, so to me, someone, both of us being in CS and being in Harvard, like, that's a very, very small number of people, and there's a very, very tiny Venn diagram. So to me, it's like, wow, it really couldn't get any better than this. And I learned that they speak 2 languages and so on and so forth. So to me, in my eyes at that point, it was like, oh, this is excellent. This is perfect. This is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So I went, I threw my shot. I stopped being pussy, and I was like, okay, if I want to get anywhere, I have to try at least once. And so I did. And for the most part, like, she would just kind of sit there and watch and kind of listen. And in my head, my internal processes are just kind of all convoluting together to tell me that this is like the worst fucking mistake I've ever made, and I should not.
Hold on. Slow down. I don't know what is happening. So this is at school. You're working on the project together, or you're hanging out?
I was just hanging out. So
how did this happen? You're hanging out on Discord.
Yes.
Okay, that's how you meet initially, or this is how you hang out after meeting at school?
How we hang out. Yeah. How we hang out.
Okay.
There is like physical meetings here, like in the city, because we're both in Jazz. So they try to put people close together because it really doesn't make that much sense to have that kind of very kind of fast, the steadfast communication with people who you can't really see or interact with. And it's kind of our professors that way. Anyway,
how long did this go on? Real quick.
2.5 months. That's how fast it ended.
It ended. How do you know it ended?
Yes, because we ended it. That's how.
Oh, you were like a thing?
Yes. What? Are you insane? I'm literally telling you.
I'm asking this because it doesn't sound how adults date. They don't just ask each other out. How did that occur? How did you become a thing?
Because we're both in CS. Okay, so to me,
gal, I'm asking you. What is your first name?
Asking me. I'm not going to tell you my first name.
Eon. I'm asking you, how did you become a thing? And I asked for brevity, and you guys are just now hanging out for the first time in your story. How did you become a thing? I understand that you were assigned to a group project together, and then you met up in person, or you met up in person already because of the group project?
Yes.
So you meet initially in person, and then you hang out on Discord often? Or not very often? Was that the thing that was once a week, once every 4 days?
Both. Okay, so it would be like we would sit on call and we would talk, and most of the time it would be very silent for the most part.
You're both boring each other. Okay.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, boring for each other. I think she has a beautiful eyes still, but I can't tell her that now, can I? At the end of the day, it's just like, we're both really good at something. We both really like each other for our abilities to talk or to do whatever it is that, just trying not to be specific because I can't go into specifics without rambling on and on and on and on. Anyway, we came together because we just really liked each other, man. We kind of gravitated towards one another, mostly in the sense that everything we did in our ideals, it's like, we're doing this because we think that computers of today are not actually like reaching their potential.
Bro, you're rambling. You're rambling.
Yeah, see, that's the point. That's the
understand. Okay, listen. Here's the thing, man. Let me explain something to you. You're describing how much you like this girl, and I totally get it. Yes. I'm asking you, what happened?
I asked her out. She said yes.
You asked her out in what way? Explain that. Sorry, explain that.
By telling her just how much I loved her, what I thought of her. Just being honest.
Did you use the L word? Did you use the L word?
I did. Yes. Why? Is that like a bad thing? Is that like not supposed to be done? Is that like part of the, is that like an issue? Is that a problem?
Yes. If I'm being honest with you, Yeah.
Can you explain? I'm confused. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
So I'm here, doctor. Help me out.
So I'll explain this to you. So here's the thing: you scared her away. Probably scared her away.
Beautiful. Excellent.
How old are you?
20.
Okay, you're 20. You guys were talking for 2.5 months, and then you said you loved her, or you said it before you started dating?
Before we started dating.
Okay.
You got the timeline wrong, my guy. I asked her out, then we went out for 2.5 months, and then it ended.
Okay. So in that 2.5 months, where did things go?
In the first week, pretty fast. Way too fast, probably. That's what happened. Initially, it was just, we kind of trying to come to paces with the idea that we were now together as people, right? Like, we had to figure out the whole ordeal of what do we do now that we're together? Because usually, to the people that you talk to, you don't, you're friends. You talk to each other casually, think about things. But to us, it had to be like, okay, this is really important. I want her to feel the same way she makes me feel, just like you were saying not that long ago. And it's like, okay, we started mostly, more than anything, collaborating on project ideas that we had. We would just sit down, and we had this dartboard that we would throw, like this digital fucking dartboard. You'd throw, and it would give you a random idea, and then we would go on that, and we kind of figure out the individual pieces of it. And that was kind of what we did for the most of the week.
You finally found companionship,
and they fucked it up.
And you were so excited that you told them you loved them. And you want me to be honest with you, bro? You may have not. I would say odds are you did not love that person. You experienced what we call infatuation, which absolutely is supposed to happen. That's what turns into love. But you never, and this is like concrete advice that cannot be misconstrued any other way, and every person will tell you this. Any person will tell you this. You cannot start off a relationship with the L word. If you have not been together, I would argue that you need to be with someone for at least 6 months before you can really consider that. You really should wait a long time before uttering those words, because they are kind of, they're not finalizing words, but they are definitely binding words. Like, once those words leave someone's mouth and enter someone else's ears, we're a thing now. We're very official. You can be official without saying I love you, because man, most people learn this lesson in like junior high school, and I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to like shame you or anything. It's just this is a mistake you would have made at 14.
I didn't have the time.
Right. This is really all that occurred, bro. Right person, wrong time. You probably were very, very, very interesting and enjoyable. The fact that you dated after you divulged love means that she liked you, and she really did. But you did the thing where it's like, will you be my girlfriend? You asked a very adult version of, will you be my girlfriend? And then she says yes, and then you started holding hands, and now it's like, okay, now what?
Well, we didn't really hold hands either.
I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
The fact that you told someone you loved them before you had ever even had sex with them is mind-blowing to me.
Yikes. Really?
And I know you're like, sex? Wait, what? Really?
What is that? What is that? What is this concept? Okay. I always thought of that like as a finalizing piece of the puzzle, right? Like, sex is only something that's supposed to happen once you've reached that pitch where you're like 100% sure you want to be with this person. That's maybe because I'm like from a Christian household.
I know you're from a Catholic household, right?
Yeah, not Christian. No Catholic. They hate each other. Actually, you can't tell my family about Catholics. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, okay. So wait, hold on. You're a Latino and you're not Catholic?
Nope.
Holy shit!
Can you believe that?
What fucking denomination do you derive from?
Okay, dude. You want me to run you the list?
No. My God. Fucking.
It's a long one. Trust me.
Casa de Jesus. Jesus Christ. Okay. Was it one of those weird churches where it's like
they call it Pentecostal. In my opinion, it's like
dude, we say Pentecostal.
Fire.
Pentecostal in English.
Okay.
Pentecostal. I've never heard it pronounced with a Spanish accent. That's crazy. Yeah. So you were Pentecostal, which is actually worse than Catholic in some ways.
Damn.
So those are the motherfuckers that wear the Pentecostals wear the denim skirts, right, chat? They're the ones where the women's all wear skirt. Yeah, the women's.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay, damn. Anyway, throw everything that your faith taught you about the dynamic of love out the door. Like, just literally throw it out. Throw out everything that your family taught you, every example that you had set by your family growing up. I would say probably throw that out as well. You're not going to come across any Pentecostal bitches in Florida, dude.
Yeah, no. See, that's
it's just not a thing.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen. I do want to keep some of the stuff that they do, like
of course I'm saying
like, no, but he had genuinely good advice, like, you know, like relationships are all about communication, blah 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 blah, you know, like all that
right. But you heard that and you were like, oh, so I need to tell her I love her.
Yeah, like, be honest, like that's the honesty is the maximum standard.
I'm gonna diagnose you with this. All right, you literally, all you did was you scared away the hoes. That's all you did. And you didn't. And the thing is, dude, you obviously didn't scare them away that bad, because she dated you for nearly 3 months after you dropped a love bomb on her without being with her. Did you ever kiss?
No.
So that's fucking mind blowing, because at the very least, the sentence "I love you" should end in a kiss, dude.
Yes.
That's like, at the very, very, very fucking least, it should end in a kiss. So my advice to you is never do that again. I would even try talking to this girl again. How did it end? Like, what terms are you on?
She moved away from Jax. She went what was it, Washington, Redmond? Washington. Okay, because she's working over there now.
Hey, buddy, honestly, thank God you had this experience. I think we take this L and we move on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds reasonable.
You sound like you're in a fine boat. You don't sound super like distraught over this.
It's the facade, you know. I've just worked for too long and I can't get rid of it anymore. It's just, you know, how it rolls.
Are you thinking about this like every single day?
Yeah, it's got me fucked. I can't even focus. I haven't been able to work on a single like model for like at least 3 weeks. I'm just not having a good time. I try to play with my friends, like games and shit, but that's just not.
Do you want me to tell you what is going to happen if you decide to do it?
Decide to do what?
All right. This is going to happen if you decide to do it. You get back out there, you try again, and this time when you feel that feeling, which was not love, by the way, but when you feel that feeling, when you meet someone who you click with on that level that is very important to you, which it seems like you're a person who strives for intellectual, what's the word? An intellectual bond. You look for that. Like, you need someone that you can be smart with. That is hot to you. Whenever you feel that again, whenever you feel like you finally struck gold, shut your mouth. Zip it. Literally zip it. Literally zip it, because you cannot. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Overwater your plant and it's gonna turn into a fucking beanstalk that goes up into the clouds?
No.
What are you gonna do? Fucking yell at your dog until he can do backflips? You cannot force anything in a relationship, and you cannot start one with "I love you." You cannot do that. Damn. Absolutely not, dude. Will not fly. Will not work. No one would like that. And I'm being
devastating
honest.
News.
And I'm sorry if that is devastating news, but like, that is actually true. You can't find a wife by walking up to a girl and tell her you love her. Even though you how long were you friends? How long were you hanging out and talking before you dropped that bomb?
A year. I was thinking about it like this tonight.
But before you started dating?
Yes. Like, for a year, we would just kind of do the paces, you know. We initially, you know, starts as a work thing. Okay, I just know her name. I just know what she does. And then over time, you know, it evolves.
I think
get more like.
I understand. It obviously, you had a lot of time for these feelings to marinate. What blows my mind is that the first move you make is like, be mine forever.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not a move you make, dude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she probably broke up with you preemptively because she was moving, but
yeah. Move, I guess.
But the reason she agreed, bro, was because she probably felt something too, man. And I know that's going to eat you alive thinking about that.
Thanks, streamer.
And if you want to talk to this girl online, by all means, go ahead. You've established something in person, which is good. But my thing is, and my advice to you as someone who's never even been with someone physically is first of all, stick to IRL exclusively, exclusively to IRL, right?
Oh.
I would say exclusively stick to IRL dating. You can hang out with your IRL partner online, of course. I'm not saying you can't do that, but I'm saying don't seek out anything, especially anything committal. Do not seek that out via the internet. Fuck no, especially not in your case. You literally, bro, you are actually like behind on 8 years of dating experience.
Oh shit!
Because people start flirting with girls like when they're 12. So you have a lot of catching up to do, as did I, Chad. I mean, I was 15 to 23. It took me 8 fucking years to finally realize that, shit, dude, this isn't for me. And I'm catching up now. Very formative years I skipped, and I'm dating my dick off out here, So you take this L, you take it with grace, you learn from your mistakes here. You will. And I'm a firm believer that you can love more than one person in your life. It's evident in the fact that we have families, I think, but you will be able to fall in love with someone else. You will be able to fall in love again.
The pool is just real small, though. Like, that's
for you personally, because you're picky.
Well, not just because I'm picky, but because as someone who suffers from disastrous hallucinations. Not everyone's gonna want to.
Would you describe them as disastrous?
Okay, imagine for a minute that for an hour of your time, doesn't matter when or where or why, your perception of reality is completely flips upside down. Everything, even your internal thought processes, don't connect with what reality actually is for you. It isn't just seeing demons, it's believing that the demons are here and they exist for a reason, and there's a whole genealogy that brings them about, right? And they have reasons to come here for you, and they're going to drag you out, and they're going to kill anyone else who talks to you,
right?
And it's
so it's literally it literally is at certain times of the day it will just turn into a nightmare, right?
Yes.
And
living nightmares.
How often is that?
Well, ever since they put me on clozapine, it's been a lot less. But the med just fucking fucks me up. It's about twice a week now since I'm on clozapine. But it used to be far more common, 4 times a week. So it's kind of halved it in 50% actually.
So obviously, I would say this is another reason why you can't jump straight into a committal relationship. You need to date. You need to date around, and maybe this will make some people in chat really uncomfortable to hear. But whenever you're an adult and you're dating people, they are also dating people. You need to, honestly, you need to date around. You need to figure out what you're comfortable with. You need to start to learn the patterns and identifying people who are kind of okay with you. And I'm not just saying with you as a person, but with this baggage that you bring. And I'm not going to call your schizophrenia baggage to make you feel bad, but it is. It's going to affect It's going to affect every relationship you're in for the rest of your life. It will affect your relationship with your partner, your family, your kids, your boss, whatever. It will. You just have to learn how to play around it, like everyone does with whatever disorder they have. When it comes to dating, specifically you, with your lack of experience and your baggage, you have to take it extremely slow, dude. And I know you just really you need, first of all, you need to get laid. I think that's
man. When? I've been here for years.
Where is it?
When? God, it's just too much. I think you just need to take a recovery lap. Just slow down for a while.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, take this negative emotional energy and turn it into something productive. I use it to work out. I don't know what you're doing with it. It's hard to apply. It's hard to apply negative energy to something you're passionate about.
Mechanics. I'm doing so much vehicle work now. I hate it, but I love it.
I try to find something working out is the only positive form of self-harm, and that's what we typically want to do when we're really distraught. We want to literally, I would rather hurt myself than think about this, right? So that's why I work out. It's the only outlet that I think I have that will allow me to straight up get my anger out immediately, and it benefits me. I'm not saying that you need to go and pump iron because you're sad, but I'm saying you need to find a way to redirect this energy and make it useful in your life because it's holding you back. Clearly, you said you haven't worked on projects in how long?
3 weeks now. I haven't touched anything.
So you're almost a month behind on things because you're kind of hung up on this girl that's moved away. And especially after hearing me say, like, she probably felt stuff for you, bro. And I know hindsight's 50-50. You're like, oh, what if I would have said this? What if I would have said that? Bro, you will meet someone again who makes you feel that way, who makes you feel even better. There's always a bigger fish, right? There's always a bigger fish. So never ever just like settle for that one person, especially if the opportunity is gone. You know, the opportunity's gone, man. We go next.
Yeah.
We go next.
Move on.
Eon, I wish you the best of luck, dude.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This was a lovely talk. Thank you very much. I hope that this stuff manages to stay in my head for a little longer, so I can figure things out. Just chill out, Mr. Streamer. Thank you very much, and keep taking my money. Do something cool with it, though. Like, please.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I will. Appreciate you, dude.
Tier 2's hurting my wallet, man. All right, have a good one.
You too, dude. Appreciate you. Okay, 2 accounts this time. 2 accounts, Max. I'm literally giving dating advice right now. Do you want to be on the show? Maximilian Muss, would you like to be on the dating show? We can get you laid. Come on, dude. One didn't even show up on stream. Damn. Okay. I saw someone in chat who is a returning longtime viewer, the Music Man. Where are you, brother? Are you in here? Are you requested to join as well? Poop stain, perpetual, literally a frog. Where are you at, dude? In the request here. I'm just looking. Wolf, you're not getting back in call today. We already talked. Unless you just want to listen, that's fine. Go ahead and stick around. How does one date as a gay? I don't know. Let me ask, or let me read Matt's question. One of my moderators actually is asking for dating advice. Look at this. Speaking of being behind, what would your advice be for a gay dude that hasn't dated because he's closeted? Move extremely slow. Extremely, extremely slow. As you would with anything. Maybe also you have plenty of gay friends, right? But I would say maybe even find someone in your boat. It's really helpful to share the experience with someone else who's also going through it. But you know, look for that sort of. I can't speak necessarily to the gay man experience because I'm not a gay man. You know, I would say take it extremely slow. You're dipping your toes in water that's extremely unfamiliar. You don't have a lot of source material on. Yeah. Take it super duper slow. Find someone, treat it seriously, take it slow, or be a slut. I don't know, whatever works for you. But you've never dated, so bada bing. Bonk, how are you? I don't remember what your question was, but give me the rundown, and we're shooting for brevity here because there's a lot of people waiting in line.
Sure, so pretty much is... I have this big sort of friend group that I've got through university, and one of the girls there came out at a party and said that she really liked me, and she's been spreading it around the friend group that she liked me as well. Okay. I don't like her at all.
Oh, okay. And real quick, let me get a couple of your stats here. Give me your your age, your gender, your sexuality.
I'm 23. I'm straight and I'm male.
Okay, 23, cis male. All right.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing with that girl, and then another girl in the friend group who I am attracted to also came on to me. I invited her around to my house once, and we pretty much just played truth or dare, and then after that, you know, one thing led to another, and we made out. We pretty much fucked and that shit. So
okay, so a girl in the friend group liked you. Did not reciprocate, didn't like it back. Other girl in the friend group, you liked her, she liked you back, you guys hook up, all right? What's the issue?
Yep. The issue is that I want to be in a relationship with the second girl, the girl that likes me, but she's called it off and said that we should just be friends because she doesn't want to start any drama like within the friend group. And I want to respect the decision, but I also just, I don't want the shit going on with the first girl to have a knock-on effect with any relationships possibilities I could have with a second girl.
Okay, so first of all, right away, girl number one, she fucked up seeking a relationship or seeking something with a guy in her friend group. Number two, you fucked up seeking a relationship with a girl in the friend group. So this is a common occurrence. This is something we've talked about on stream already a couple of times. How bad do you want it? Do you want it so bad that you'd be willing to risk your social circle?
No, I don't want it that bad that I'll be willing to just fuck up everything in the friend group to get it.
Also, and this is true, a chatter pointed this out. Sometimes we say we're not looking for, sometimes we give a reasonable sounding excuse because the reality is like, this is not something we want. How many times have you guys hooked up?
Actually, P&V 2 times.
Okay. Wow. Aside from P&V.
Aside from...
Never heard that before, but I knew exactly. Aside from that, how many times have you guys hung out? Are you guys also, are you romantic with one another?
We're not, properly romantic. Pretty much all our hanging out comes from either within, parties we have within the friend group, or I invite her over, she invites me over.
Right.
And we just chill and watch Netflix or play games and that shit.
And then later in the night, it's just like, hey, bro, would you like to have sex?
Yeah, that's where the P&V comes from.
Right, okay. So you guys are in a casual, non-platonic, hooking up relationship with one another. She probably, and if you want me to be honest, she probably just doesn't want to commit to any person in particular. She is using the leverage of not wanting to risk, the social circle for sure. And whether or not it's the actual motive, she's communicated that she's not looking, whether or not she's lying or whether or not she's telling the truth, this is a no. You've hit a hard no, and that's unfortunate.
No, that's fine. I was thinking that as well, because I thought I was pretty much just going to be a rebound to her. Because
how long ago?
Well, when we first sort of hooked up, we both were like, we're not going to have sex, because she was coming off a breakup and I was coming off of a breakup. But then pretty much the day after,
why would you not have sex?
After that, we hooked up. She just said she wasn't ready, and I was like, okay, that's fine. We can just chill and make out and whatever.
In my opinion, and this is me speaking mostly to chat, in my opinion, as long as you're not trauma bonding with someone that just got out of a relationship and you're in the same boat, I think that's the best candidate to hook up with getting out of a relationship, because they understand your situation and they are just as emotionally destitute as you are. Now, if you start bonding over your mutual trauma, then it's going to lead quickly into a relationship founded on negativity and emotional dependence. You don't want that. You definitely don't want that. But your issue here is that you just kind of wanted something serious, and she kind of just wanted to hook up a few times, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It started off as just playing around, but yeah, I eventually wanted something serious. I don't think she reciprocated that. So
is your what are you thinking? What do you necessarily want at this point? Do you want to try to see if you can get that thing that you wanted, or are you just needing that shove to move on?
I think I'm wanting to see if I can ease the way back into it, because the only reason that I know of that she doesn't want to get back into it is just because of the friend group. Mm-hmm. So I'm wanting to see if I can sort of ease the way into it. I've told some other people in the friend group that I'm attracted to her, and I want to see if things go ahead. Mm-hmm. I trust the people in the friend group that I've told anyway. So
right, I don't think
it's going to spread around unnecessarily.
Oh, I mean, I guarantee you it already has. It's just how it works. But,
no. I can guarantee you it hasn't. The people I've told, I know that.
I'll take your word for it. Let's assume it has not gotten back to her. Do you really, really I mean, like, really, do you want it that bad? You're 23. Are you still in uni?
Yeah, I'm still in uni. I'm doing a master's course.
You're about to. Oh, you're doing a master's, so you're going to be here for another 1 or 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
Another 2 years. Do you want to be in a committed relationship while you're finishing up your master's? Like, genuinely? Because, I mean, it's the most work you can put in.
See, that's the thing. I don't know if I want to be properly in a committed relationship because I've never been in an actual relationship before. I've fucked around a lot, but I've never actually been in a relationship.
Oh,
I want
okay.
to try it, but I don't know if right now is the proper time.
And if I'm being honest with you, I don't think it is for you either. You're describing a situation where I think even though you want one thing, for your sake, for your future's sake, you should stay single.
Okay.
As bad as you want it, because I know she's like really cool and you actually finally click with someone and you want it, but you will also find other people that you click with. I genuinely, when I became single, I really, really, really thought there's no fucking way I will ever click with someone like that again. And literally within like 3 weeks, 4 weeks of being single, I found someone that I click with again. I didn't want a relationship because I just got out of an 8-year one. I've seen every fucking side of the dodecahedron that is a relationship, and none of them are worth getting back into it right now. Like, none of them are really worth me jeopardizing my final, like my first opportunity that I've had ever, finally, to be single. Oh, why would I ruin that right now?
Yeah.
I will have that again, and I know I will. I know I will get that again, even if it's not with the person that I maybe want to right now. I don't really want anyone in particular, you know? But maybe one day I will. I will take the time to analyze my situation, analyze my fucking path that I'm on, and see if this works, if this lines up, see if these two things can run in parallel. If they can't, then it doesn't work out. Sometimes we have to take those L's.
Yeah, I think my only scare is at the moment is like, I think that once I get past uni and the friend group that I'm in will eventually disband because that's what all uni and school friend groups do.
Yeah, and that was going to be a point.
I won't have that social circle to actually find somebody else I click with.
What are you doing in school?
Computing. Yeah, you see.
Yeah, so you're gonna be working a fucking office job, aren't you?
I'll probably be working a fucking 9-to-5 desk job. Yeah.
Now, ask yourself this: what kind of man? Or sorry, what kind of person does a dude working a 9-to-5 desk job in computing date or, you know, get in a relationship with? What kind of person? Probably someone maybe in their field.
Yeah, probably someone who like works in the same
fucking building,
either like computing or engineering industry.
Yeah, or someone in the same fucking office, right? I mean, it's usually how it happens. You go to a work convention or some shit like that, you meet someone there. I would say, bro, honestly, I would say you should stay single for a little bit, man. And I know you want this thing with this girl, but is it worth pursuing, especially when you could risk your social circle? I wouldn't say that every single person in this group is going to stop talking to you after graduation, but
yeah,
you know, it will happen. College is where you make your lifelong friends. So you're definitely going to have some of these guys there. I wouldn't blow up the whole fucking ship just because you might get a girlfriend out of it, you know?
Can I ask one more question just before I bounce out?
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth like laying off it for now, just letting shit blow at the breeze, and then when it comes to the end of the uni course and we're all about to graduate, bring it up back then, because obviously then the friend group's not going to be that big of an issue, and just try to ease back into it? Do you think that's a good idea?
Absolutely. That's your chance. Right there. That is your window of opportunity where the risks are the most minimized, like the social risk. Like
perfect. So
that is
just play the long game then.
Yeah, and you know what? By the time you get there, you may not want it anymore, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, realistically, you may find something else that you like. It just happens. Life moves like that. Things drop in your fucking lap, and sometimes sometimes you don't pay attention for 2 weeks and your fucking plant dies and you're like, oh, well, I didn't even notice. You know, that's just how it goes.
All right, perfect. All right, thank you very much for that, Weest.
Absolutely, dude. You have a good one, man.
You too. See ya.
Nice. A pleasant lad. Nice chap. Let's get some of these in over here. Let's get some of these in. Confidence. This is a great one. I just want to talk to you because you're gonna ask me about how to build confidence. I already know. Where do you think you're lacking confidence in mostly?
Honestly, it's just more about. Sorry, I'll let you know this. I have a bird in the background. A little annoying.
Little cockatiel.
My bad. I can't do anything about it. It's mostly conveying my feelings. I've always had a problem with trying to tell someone how I feel about them because it'll always have like a negative repercussion.
Right there. Stop. I'm stopping you right away. So, right there. It will always, you've already convinced yourself this, communicating your emotions always results in a negative reaction, right? That's what you've convinced yourself.
Yeah.
Wrong. You know why you're wrong? Because you are literally just a result of the pitfall of getting a bad reaction 2, 3, 4 times consecutively. Maybe it was one person, maybe it was 2 people, but it just lined up that way, and now you're convinced this is reality. Whenever I tell people how I feel, I scare them away. So, give me a case. Give me an example. When's the last time this happened?
Trying to think of a better one, but it's really at college, and you know, you start off freshman year and you have all these people and no one knows each other and you're kind of all just messing around. And we kind of found a circle of people, and there was this one girl that I really, you know, we both hit it off. We both had a lot of the same interests. We worked well together, and I brought it up to her. I didn't say the love word, don't worry. I was just like, hey, I think we get along really well. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're
good. And I like mentioned it to her, and I don't know if she took it the wrong way or something, but she told some of the other people in the group, and they thought it was kind of weird. And
did you ask this girl out to be your girlfriend, basically? Like,
I didn't really ask her to be my girlfriend. I asked her out, like, hey, do you want to? I don't know.
Let me ask this: how many feelings did you intertwine? Do you think maybe you overshared?
I think so. I don't know. I feel like I came off as a lot. And
tell me what you said. That way I can tell you if it was a lot. This is one of those things where I kind of need to see the screenshots almost, but don't open up Snapchat and fucking screenshot.
It wasn't screenshots. It was in person. So it's a bit harder for me to convey exactly what happened.
I'm asking your opinion. Did you come off as a lot? Did you divulge a lot?
I don't feel like it was too much. That was the thing.
And that's okay. That's okay for you to not be sure. It just means that you're not, the greatest at being able to, from a third perspective, analyze how you come off. Being able to separate from your ego is important. And sometimes sometimes not being able to results in us not realizing that we came off a little too strong.
Mm-hmm.
How long did you talk to this person, this girl?
It was only like a month into college.
All right. And what was that conversation, that little confrontation that you had that happened in person where you were like, hey, I think we work well together, yada, yada, yada. Already, like after just a month of talking, that like, I think we work well together thing would be off-putting to me personally. But that's because that seems a little fast. Like this assumption that like, oh, it's been a month and I can already tell we work well together. Like, no, you don't know that. You have no idea. What happened? What was the reaction?
We were walking back from class because we both had a Chem 101 together, and it just felt like a good day outside, and I was like, maybe I'll bring it up now because it feels like a right time to do it. I'm always about like, I feel like there needs to be a perfect time for something.
Stupid, by the way. Stupid and dumb.
It's really bad, but I felt like it was the right time to do it, and I tried it, and
it's the same thing as fasting but incorrectly, where you say, okay, for 18 hours I'm not going to eat a meal, and then you finally sit down and you eat, and what do? You overeat, right? You sat there and you waited for the perfect time to finally talk to this girl about how you feel, and what did you do? I
overshared.
You overshared, maybe. It's okay to think these things about someone and just keep it to yourself. Sometimes saying it out loud makes it too true. What did you say in like abstract? You don't have to say specifically what you said.
I said a lot of things that I liked about her. I feel like that's a little creepy. Now looking back on it,
was this like a love movie almost? Was it like a romance novel a little bit, the way you were talking?
Like that, but a lot worse, and it just sounded cringe.
Okay, so you're being very critical of yourself without actually sharing anything. You need a second opinion, dude, because you're being hard on yourself.
I've talked about how we felt like we had the same interests, we kind of had the same goals, we kind of felt pretty similar together.
And while you were doing this, what was her reaction?
She kind of had a weird look on her face. It was not disgust, but like almost confusion.
Like, wow, this is a lot so suddenly, right? It's only been a month. Did you guys ever get physical with one another in that month?
No.
Okay, did you guys ever, like, so no physical, like, interactions at all? No kissing, no hand holding, no nothing like that?
No.
Okay. So the relationship was platonic. You guys, you guys were friends?
We spent a lot of time together, mainly because we were, like, on the same floor. The friend group was, like, the same, so we always saw each other. We had some classes together, so it was kind of like we spent all this time together where, like, outside back at home, I didn't get to spend that much time with other people. So I built up this relationship that felt more than it really should have been.
I mean, and we do that. Sometimes we do that, dude. Okay, so I'm gonna diagnose you with jumping the gun disorder. You know what you did? You got impatient, bud. You got impatient, and you like took a massive personal mental shortcut where you'd already decided that this is going to work without really giving it time, allowing it to breathe. That's like the most important thing, is allowing it to fucking breathe. You'll hook up with someone and you'll be so fucking thrilled and infatuated and in love, it feels like. Give it a fucking week, dude. Literally let it breathe. Go a few days without talking, you know? See if you still care. Make sure it's not a fucking chemical dependency. You know what I mean? Throw away the vape. And see if you start clawing off your skin, metaphorically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think you basically are in the same boat. Did you hear the conversation I just had with Eon a little bit ago?
Yeah.
You're kind of in a similar boat. Whenever you were listening to that, where you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, a bit. I kind of saw a little bit.
Right. So this was a specific interaction with one girl, but this has led you to believe that every time you communicate your emotions, it's going to result in a negative interaction. I'm telling you that's not true. I'm just telling you, and I'm also telling you that it's not the fact that you're doing it, it's the fact that you're doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing wrong with communicating your emotions. I'm a firm believer that every relationship is built on effective communication. However, there is such a thing as too much. There's such a thing as too much of anything. Too much of anything can be a bad thing, right? After a month, telling someone that you personally think that you both work really well together is honestly almost... It almost comes off as pretentious. It comes off definitely as presumptuous, because you're making the assumption that this person wants, one, to hear this, and two, feels the same way or will feel the same way, because we only say things like this if we assume they're going to get a positive reaction, right? Like, you had time to marinate. You were like, this is the perfect time. This is the perfect time. I'm going to say it now. And the fucking birds are going to start chirping. Clearly they already are. And the wind's going to start blowing, and she's going to put her hair behind her ear. I'm going to kiss her on the fucking neck. And it's like, no, overshared, jumped the gun. You pre-jacked emotionally. Yeah.
I don't like that term, but yeah.
But you did.
Yeah.
Right. There is nothing wrong with making an oopsie daisy and moving on and learning from your mistake.
1 second, sorry. He's flying downstairs. I need to go grab him.
Oh shit. Motherfucker flew the coop.
Might be.
Are you putting on an act? Am I putting on an act, Chatter? Chatter, elaborate on that. And in 120. Elaborate, please. What do you mean, am I putting on an act? Like right now? Or like, am I pretending to know what I'm talking about? Yeah, basically. So. Anyway, back to what you were saying. Which was,
sorry, I forget where we left off.
No, it's okay. The bird flew the coop. I'm diagnosing you with jumping the gun disorder. You moved fast because it felt nothing but good. So you figured, fuck it, let's floor it, right? You can't do that. Because at the end of the day, you only really know half of what's going on. Unless you're both communicating with one another in full. You first told her everything about how you felt, and I feel like you did it before really figuring out how she felt. Did you divulge all this with uncertainty about how she felt towards you?
Yeah, I mean, there's always that uncertainty in my mind that
there shouldn't be.
Something will go wrong. But I did it anyways, just because I felt like I should.
Why? Do you feel like it was going to run away if you didn't?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I have my fair share of fumbles too.
Yeah.
So I felt like if I didn't do it in that moment, it wouldn't come again. And
you got to move extremely slow, especially with something that you really, really care about. You know, you got to work with the utmost care, because you can apply too much pressure and they will run away, or you can not apply enough pressure and they'll slip out from underneath you. I'm describing a relationship as though it's a bug you're trying to catch, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you just jumped the gun, my guy. You shouldn't let that get in the way of your confidence. Clearly, you have the confidence to divulge how you feel. It's not even a matter of a lack of confidence, dude. You actually maybe have a surplus of it. You were confident that saying this was going to work out. You need to tone it down a little bit, if anything. You don't have a lack of. Yeah. Anything else?
No, I mean, I think it turned out for the best that it didn't go well, because she ended up getting like kicked out of the college because she had like a 1.0.
Imagine
maybe
Thankfully,
not the best person.
Thankfully, that kind of worked out, right? You would have seen this conclusion if you would have just waited. Maybe you would have been even more disappointed, actually. But this was the sort of like finalizing thing, and I imagine that her getting kicked out of college makes you feel a little bit better, right? Like, oh, yeah. Thank God I didn't miss out. Like, thank God she's not like fucking valedictorian or anything. Jesus Christ. Was she bad? Yeah. Was she actually like a baddie though?
She was. I will say that she was 9 or 10. I'll be honest.
On God right now?
In my mind, yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's why you jumped the gun. I understand that.
Yeah. I mean, it's college. College is filled with a lot of people, and you know.
My orientation, I almost broke up with my partner. Literally, I had never seen that many
women
in one spot. Attractive, all of them. Oh my God. I literally that day I was like, you know what? I cannot come to college in a relationship. She's a 10, but she has a 1.0 GPA. Unfortunate, dude. Hey, listen, you take that, you learn from it, you move on. Thankfully, it wasn't the biggest fumble ever because she got kicked out of school, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to marry a woman with a 1.0 GPA. What's she going to do?
Yeah, that's fair. It worked out for the best, and I guess I found a better circle of people, so.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Just don't do that again. That's all. Just don't overshare. Give it time. Allow things to marinate. Especially be your own person. You don't need to give someone everything that you got in there just because they're showing you attention. You know, be your own man.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep it to yourself. If anything, let them dig it out of you. Shit, be a fucking player. No, don't do that.
Bottle it all up.
Emotionally communicate to your heart's content, but be wary of how sometimes it will come off as oversharing. Mm-hmm. Especially whenever the relationship is in a very young stage, especially when you're not together. You guys weren't together. You just hung out a lot. You were friends. You were homies. Mm-hmm. You can be friends with girls and they will not think at all about the potential for this to turn into a relationship. I think it's a man moment. Like, oh, this girl's hanging out with me. She must love me. I do that too. Don't worry. I went on a date with a married woman last month. I didn't know she was married. I was like, so what do you do for fun? She was like, oh, you know, me and my husband, we like to.
Huh. Husband?
Husband? I told her that I wasn't looking for anything serious, and she was like, oh, me neither. I did not know that meant that she was married. Whatever, fuck it, dude. Fuck it. She still held my hand. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, I won't divulge too much. This is the 2 cans of alcohol talking. Confidence, or whatever your name is. Tufty. I recognize that one. Have a good day, dude. And don't fumble again. If you do.
Does Pat want to see Bird? I know they talked about it a lot.
Let's see that bird.
It's up to you.
Let's see that bird. Privacy settings. Hold on 1 second.
Come on.
Let's see that fucking bird.
Holy shit.
Yes!
He's not... There he is.
Yes!
What a guy.
What is he, is he a little conure?
He's a peach-faced lovebird.
Oh, a lovebird. Oh.
I'm his partner.
Oh, you're the... That's cute. That's a high-maintenance bird, bro.
He is. Little bitch, but
yeah.
I love him. He's a good bird.
How long have you had him?
Almost 5 years.
Damn. And he's like, does he have good behavior?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't get into too much trouble.
Right.
He's shit, but you know.
Oh yeah, he's a bird. Oh, that's crazy, dude. Honestly, this is your partner. Like you can't even get in a relationship right now. You literally have a single lovebird. Like you have to.
Listen, lovebirds mate for life. So
I know, and now this bird is yours. I bet you could get him a girlfriend and he would forget about you.
He probably would.
They immediately go from the most high maintenance bird ever to pretty low maintenance. You get him a partner.
They do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shit. You get a girlfriend, you might have to get him one.
That's the plan.
Hey,
Hopefully,
let's go. Oh, find a girl with a lovebird.
That's what I'm thinking.
Dude, you
Then
find
put 'em
you find
together.
a single woman that has a female lovebird, you're fucking set. That's perfect. All right, dude.
Oh, he went back in the
You have a
cage.
good fucking day, man.
You too.
Peace. That's cute. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I wanted to video call that guy to see his bird, and I did. Okay, let's see. Let's see one of these. Introvert dating. We've talked a lot about, like, I'm not saying I'm not gonna answer y'all's call or anything. Man is still obsessed with X. Oh, okay, let's see that. Because I gotta chew you out. So your man is obsessed with his ex?
Okay, so kind of, but not really. It's kind of a tough one.
Okay, character sheets of all the parties that are primarily involved in this. I assume 3. You, your partner, their ex. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, you are a
17-year-old female.
straight, bi, whatever.
Queer. I don't know.
Okay, doesn't matter. And they are, whatever.
Cis pan guy.
Okay, how old?
18.
18-year-old cis pan. Okay. And the ex?
18. I think she's straight. I don't know. Girl.
18 het girl. Cringe. Okay.
Yeah.
Main character, partner, ex. So what is the issue? Let me ask also, are you still together? You and your partner? You and your ex-partner?
We were never together. It was kind of like we acted as if we were, but we never actually like made it official.
Never officiated things by saying like, you are mine, I am yours, etc., etc. Okay. Which is fine, pretty normal. So what is your want?
So, I mean, the thing is, I haven't even known him that long. Like, we met at Pride, and he was dating the girl at the point, at that point. And when we got into contact afterwards, he, like, initiated, like, flirting and stuff. And he left his girlfriend for me. And
okay, hold up. Sorry, pause. He left his ex for you.
Yeah.
How long did he deliberate on that? How long did you talk before that happened?
Like 3 weeks. But the thing is, his ex is fucking crazy. Like, she's not okay. She's just a bit insane in the brain, you know?
Okay, right. Everyone's ex is crazy, but I understand what you mean. So what is the issue now? What is the issue?
Well, the woman has forced him to block me on everything constantly. Like, it goes from times where we're like talking normally for a couple of weeks, and then I get blocked on everything. And then days later, he's like, "Sorry, my ex blocked you on everything again." And it's just, I don't understand. Should I like continue talking to him, or should I just give up because of the ex?
You should absolutely 110% give up. Think about this. Think about this. Would you want to be with a man who will break up with you the second he finds something better?
No.
No. Yeah. Know your worth. Know your worth.
True.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's all you needed to hear. That's all you needed to hear. Yeah, know your fucking worth. Jesus Christ. All right, have a good one. I wish you luck with that.
Thank you so much. You too.
Wow, that was easy. Yeah. What? Yeah. Wowzers. Speed ran that one. I'm dragging in the person that has the equality flag, whose name is just me. I don't know if your name is supposed to be me or meme, but or if you really have something you want to say. But I'm inviting you in. Please, if you would like to. Hello? Okay. Sorry, I just missed you. Ample opportunity. Let's see. There's a bunch of people up here that have been sitting here for a little bit. Falling out of love. I want to hear about this one, because this is something I'm familiar with. Okay, so
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, I can hear you. How many people are involved in this? Just you and your partner?
Well, I'm not in a relationship right now, so it's just me.
Okay, so this is just a problem that you personally find yourself having.
Yep.
Okay.
You need the deets
do you think I need to?
I mean, well, age, I'm 16, so I
okay,
don't
that
have
does
a
help.
whole
That does
lot.
help. That does help a lot. All right. Okay.
No, right?
All right. So you're 16-year-old what?
Non-binary.
Okay, 16-year-old NB. Preference?
Yeah, I have preference for men.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you down as prefers men.
Men.
What's the issue other than feeling that you fall out of love too fast? You're 16. I don't think you can fall even that deep into love at your age, just because you still got fucking high school to worry about. But what do you feel?
You know what?
What do you feel is the issue, though?
All right, well, hold on. I need to turn up your volume real quick. All right, my issue, I just kind of exited a relationship a few months ago with someone who I thought I really liked. I went through like a really big infatuation with.
How many months ago?
And then about 2 weeks in to this relationship, I just immediately lost all interest in this person, and it lasted a very short amount of time.
Okay, so already you know maybe what I'm gonna say. You
maybe
entered a relationship with someone just because, like, who asked who? Let me ask that.
Well, me, I did.
Did you ask him out? Like, what exactly occurred? And also, how long did it last?
Lasted 2 months.
Okay, so a 2-month-long relationship. After 2 weeks, there was no feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is why we date. This is why we date and we don't get engaged in a committal scenario, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is why we don't, you're familiar with the term U-Haul lesbians, right?
Oh yes.
Okay,
yeah, where they like get married in like 1 month
in a fucking month, right? We don't do that for good reason.
Makes sense, yeah.
It wastes.
We were really good
everyone's
friends, which is
time.
why I did it. But then, I know that's my mistake because I've been listening, and I'm like, yeah, big mistake. Dating a friend. I'm never gonna do that again.
I'm not saying that you can't date your friends. Sometimes your friends are the perfect people to date because they already know you. I mean, you'll find you may one day realize, like, oh shit, this is my soulmate, and you've been friends for fucking 15 years or something like that. It happens. But my point is that you entered into a committal scenario with someone without even knowing them that well first. After 2 weeks, you lost interest. That's how long it takes to figure out whether or not you like someone via dating them. I need to go on at least 3 or 4 dates to figure out if we actually click. Like, I just...
Makes sense.
You just genuinely do. And I know as teenagers, we like to move really fast because the second we see an opportunity to click the yes button, we do.
Yeah. There was also a lot of pressure on me because this dude really liked me. And, at the time I was like, oh God, I don't want to hurt his feelings.
So that thing right there, taking emotional responsibility for the way someone else feels, that's also a habit you got to drop before you turn 18.
All right.
You cannot willingly take over the accountability, especially the emotional accountability of someone. You can't blame yourself for how they feel because of how you feel. That is not your fault. That is how you feel. It's not your fault. You're not doing this deliberately. If anything, you're doing them a favor by being communicative and letting them know, like, hey, I'm not really interested. You can't force yourself to like someone. It won't work. It'll never work. Even if you make it last, it won't work. It will eventually fall off the fucking branch one day. You know what I mean?
Yep. I needed to hear this because I need to make sure that I don't make that mistake again.
Right. You gotta take it slow. This is why we say take it slow. We don't say take it slow because like we're fucking jealous of someone falling in love faster than us. We say take it slow because you will end up hurting yourself or hurting someone else or wasting your fucking time. Like, don't waste your time. Know your worth.
All right. I think that's all I needed to hear, really. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one.
Thanks, you too, streamer man.
Yeah. Peace. Yeah. I'm gonna do a few more of these, and then I am gonna actually hold on one second. Let me text my friends and be like, when. Hold on. I got sent a TikTok and I was told this is me. It's a baby crying. It's a little baby. It's a little baby. He's crying. His father hands him the phone, and then he opens up Spotify and plays Bad Bunny and starts dancing. I've been told that this is me. I don't listen to that much Bad Bunny. I don't listen to that much Bad Bunny. I actually don't listen to that much Bad Bunny. Do I? Fuck. Okay, that's fine. It's whatever. Yo, Russian man, get in here. Yo, what's up? Give me the rundown.
You can hear me, yeah?
Russian man?
Non-binary.
Fuck!
Okay. Oh my god, hold on. I'm a little anxious right now.
What's your issue?
So, me and my ex-boyfriend broke up a couple months ago.
Okay.
And it seems like I'm still really struggling because almost every other night I'm having like dreams about him still, and it's like everything that like went wrong, I guess.
Okay, let me ask you this. Are you wanting him back or are you wanting to move on?
I don't know, because I'm angry that he left me, and I'm angry for the reason he left me, but I want him to be happy, but not without me. Does that make sense?
It does, but that is like a mindset you got to break yourself from completely. It's not even about like wanting anything for them. You need to at least temporarily, I don't want to say forget about them, but completely emotionally detach. Let me ask your age.
I'm 17.
Okay, 17. Preference towards men?
I don't have a preference.
Okay. But so this is this ex of yours, man, woman, whatever.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This guy.
Okay. How old is he?
He just turned 17.
Okay.
So
I'm
he's
not
like,
even gonna
"And
write
you're
man.
younger than me."
I'm not even gonna write man. I'm gonna write dude. I'm gonna write bro. 17-year-old bro. And I'm telling you this because men don't emotionally mature until we're like 24. It's like true.
Thank you.
Yeah. But okay, so he ended the relationship.
Yeah.
Can I ask why?
He messaged me after I made a joke about British people saying that I'm too mentally unstable and he can't handle it.
Okay, so he literally was just looking for any excuse and he made up something. All right, you made a joke about British people. Were you guys e-dating?
No, he went to my school. We met the year that my school shut down for COVID.
Okay.
And
so
we became friends.
Is he like a British exchange student or some shit?
No, I was making jokes about British people because I watch British YouTubers a lot, and he hates British people. And I don't know why, because like he was being distant before, started stealing my art, etc.
Okay, honey, hold on, slow down. How long were you together?
We were together for almost a year.
So from the age of 16 to 17 for you, right?
Yeah. And 16, 17 for him.
Okay. So this relationship made you feel good when it worked or no?
It's a mix, because like when we were talking it was great, but there'd be times where he'd like ignore me and I'd feel awful about myself. Or like if I was at his house and it got like awkward for me, I felt like I was forced to do anything so that he didn't get upset.
What do you mean forced to do anything?
Like, so he used to be very active, if you know what I mean.
Okay, so you felt yourself pressured to do physical acts with your partner?
Yeah.
Okay. So you felt pressure in this relationship. If I were to ask you, did this relationship make you feel more good than bad? Would you be able to say yes? Or did this relationship make you feel more bad than good?
Not good.
Okay, so the relationship was more negative than positive.
Yeah.
And you were being emotionally and otherwise taken advantage of, right?
Yeah.
You were fixated on this man, and he was fixated on what? What, that ass? Like what did he want out of you?
I don't have any good qualities for that to be.
First of all, that's just you're literally just hurting your own feelings. I'm asking you, what benefited him in this relationship?
I mean, I don't know, actually. I just gave him
what did he get out of you?
a shit ton of art, all my attention. I literally stopped talking to half my friends.
Okay, so you served as an emotional fix. Did he share all of his problems with you, talk to you all the time?
Yeah.
Were you his mental caretaker in a way? Did he have problems that he needed to talk about constantly?
The only problems he ever said was he never had time to do anything he wanted to do. He wanted to quote unquote fix me because I'm the one who has the mental problems.
Okay.
In his eyes. He even went out of his way to convince me, and I regret doing this, he convinced me to drop therapy.
Now, why is that?
Because he said that he could deal with it. And I don't know, I really thought that I was skipping therapy anyway, so if I could find another way to get help, it'd be okay.
Okay. So you are you're a victim of emotional abuse, if I'm just gonna like tell you that straight up. You were completely controlled by someone else. Sounds like you were used for physical gain, emotional gain. You probably served as like a little bit of a rock in his life, someone that he could depend on consistently to give him what he wanted. This is what manipulators do. They keep their options open, etc. Right? Were they faithful to you?
Yeah.
Okay, you said they were very active before you got in a relationship.
Before.
Or was it before or after?
It was before and then while we were in the relationship.
Very active with you and just you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I would say through and through, this relationship was nothing but bad for you. It's probably set you back emotionally a few years even. You may think that you want to make that work, but it may also, that may just be a result of this being the first time that you ever actually felt something for someone, but it was a fucking trap. I mean, it literally was a trap. Like, you fell for a trap.
Yeah.
They always seem nice. They always seem nice in the idea, especially the idea, because the concept and the context are always different, you know? The idea of it working was so enticing that you were willing to risk it, right? Did you see any red flags before you started dating, or do you think you were oblivious to them?
There really weren't any.
So you were, and I'm going to be honest with you. There's no way there wasn't. You were probably just oblivious to them.
Maybe.
The red flags are always there. We just don't see them. They're always there, though. We always look back with a clear mind, and you don't have a clear mind right now, but we always look back with a clear mind, and we're like, fuck, why didn't I see that?
Yeah, I started doing that recently while we were in the relationship. Like, I really realized some of the stuff he said. So I've been dealing with that.
Right. Anyone who asks you to quit therapy is literally trying to put their own leash and collar on you. That is true. Always. Unless they're advocating for you to get a different therapist. Anyone who, I mean, they have a stake. They have something to gain. You realize that, right? Like, your partner has something to gain out of you thinking what they want you to. They have something to gain. And that gain is you. Keeping you. Being able to do whatever they want with you. Shaping you into the perfect little partner. You don't want that for yourself. First of all, you always need to be your own person. And that means keeping your therapist, whether or not your partner wants you to drop it. But secondly, you want to be able to form your own opinions about the situation. And you need that second opinion from an external source. Your partner cannot be the person to tell you the objective truths about your dynamic, because they can just rewrite history right in front of you in mid-sentence. I mean, manipulation and gaslighting, it sounds like it goes all up and down with this guy. Your therapist definitely needs to hear about this for sure, but also needs to be that unbiased second opinion in your life.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think that a therapist would say much different than what I'm about to say, but you should never let that happen to yourself again. I'm not saying that you allow this to happen. Don't victim blame yourself. And I'm not saying that you let this, but if you can see the signs now, in retrospect, in hindsight, see them again in the future. Notice them and see them for what they are. Don't let that happen to you again.
Yeah.
The best way for now is to stay single. The best way to keep that from happening again is to stay single for a little bit. Do you think? That's what I've been doing. Do you think that's true? Do you want to keep staying single?
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I don't really feel like I mentally could handle another relationship.
And you don't really sound like you're in that boat right now either. You know, I think that you have a little bit of healing to do. How long ago was this?
I think it was April.
When you broke up?
I think so.
I'm gonna say at the end of April.
It was like the first or second week of April.
Okay. Okay, you broke up at the end of April. When's the last time you communicated?
The last time, hold on. It was like a couple months ago. I was gonna give him back some of the stuff he bought me. but I didn't want to see him, so I was gonna put it in my shop locker, and he could do it. And I think that was it. I mean, I also did wish him good luck on all of his tests, because I really did want him to get into the college program, but that's all I really did.
Yeah. How... Let me ask you this. Are you keeping up with him? Are you checking his socials? Do you see him often at school? Do you know about what's happening in his social life? Do you talk to his friends?
We only have one friend in common now, since all of the friends that he made from me kind of dropped him.
Are you keeping tabs? Are you?
No.
Okay.
No, I stopped doing it as soon as school stopped.
Okay.
I see him sometimes when I look on Discord, and you know how it shows you the full list of everybody who's online. His name still shows up because I don't want to add him.
Why?
But he hasn't unadded me.
Why?
I don't know.
You got to understand, every single time you re-expose yourself to him, his image, his actions, you just bring his thoughts back into your mind. You bring the thoughts of him right back to the forefront of your mind. I really think you should do everything you can to make sure you're not seeing his face, his icon, whatever. Make sure you're not... Just literally, it's like throwing away the fucking vape. It's the same concept, you know? If it's not there, you won't think about it, and your brain won't need it so bad, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you do anything. I'm not gonna tell you to do anything that you don't want to do. I would advise you that you do everything you can to minimize how often you find yourself thinking about this guy.
I think the first thing I did was a couple weeks ago, before I left to fun trip with my friends, I deleted every single drawing I made for him.
Okay.
Which is all the art on my computer.
Yeah. So you really dedicated yourself to this person, and you have a lot of sentimental attachment. You even intertwined your passion for art with your passion for him.
Yeah.
I mean, that wouldn't be much different from me making a video about a girl I like, you know? I personally wouldn't do that. Why would I sink that much into someone? And it's because you cared. And it's because you cared. You don't even see that as an issue because I cared. Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. But whenever we do that, we run a risk, especially with people who are prone to take advantage of us. I say prone, but more likely.
Yeah.
Because this is deliberate. All the things that he's done to you were deliberate actions. Don't convince yourself that this is just how he is, or he has problems, or whatever. These are deliberate plays. These are things that he wanted to do so that it would fall in line with what he wanted, right?
I
mean, you guess, and you don't want to admit that your partner was maybe even a little evil. The most evil thing I've heard today is getting your partner to quit therapy because I can handle it, babe. Don't worry.
Oh.
That's just a lie. Do you have to go? I feel like I heard someone knock.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So back to square one here. What's the issue? Moving on?
Yeah.
What's been the hardest part of moving on?
Trying to not think of him because I still have dreams and all that about him. And it bugs me.
And it's been 2 months since you've communicated?
I'm doing something. Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you coming down for dinner?
Doing them a service by muting. Alright, hello?
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're good, you're good, you're good.
My mom really opened the door.
No, you're fine, you're fine. I muted you, don't worry.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So... You're still having dreams?
No, so I'll sleep, and I'll see him in them. It's everything's back to the way it was.
In a bad way?
I don't
It's back to the way it was, but what do you mean?
When we're together.
It sounds like when you were together, it was fucking miserable. So I don't know what you mean, honey. That's why I'm asking. In a good way or a bad way?
Like, before he acted the way he did.
So the first 2 weeks?
Like the first 2 months or so. Like when it wasn't like I was being forced to do anything, or like I didn't like give up a bunch of stuff.
You jumped immediately to being forced to do things. Was there a lot of sexual pressure in this relationship?
It happened a lot more than I wished it did.
Is that something that personally, before the relationship, you already struggled with?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this relationship, and the reason you're having, dreams is probably just because it ripped open some scars. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Someone did this to you. And unfortunately now it's your problem to deal with, but it's not your fault. And it's gonna start with time. You're gonna have to take a lot of time to heal. And whenever you do decide to maybe open yourself back up to other people, you're gonna have to take it incredibly slow. But first things first, you need time for yourself. Time to figure out who you are, what you want, and how bad you really want it. Yeah? Therapy also extremely important. Are you back in?
No, but I did start taking antidepressants and anxiety medication.
They are tools. They are tools by which you can succeed, but you have to be making active changes in your life and your mental and your psyche. Right. Therapy.
I started doing a bunch of the stuff I didn't do even before him. Like I started hanging out with my friends more often. I go outside. I got hobbies.
Right. And that's good. Those are all good things. Being your own person, those are all things that fall into that, right? I would still absolutely 100% advocate for therapy, and especially in your case, because you've had these scars ripped open by someone, and you don't sound like you're bleeding out, but it will get better sooner with guidance and with help. Yeah.
Yeah.
The antidepressants are half the work. It's like taking Adderall, like I take my ADHD meds, but they only do half the job for me. They just put me in that mental spot to be able to do work. They don't fucking file my taxes for me,
Yeah.
Right? So you take the pill and you make the change, and that makes everything better. Yeah?
Yeah.
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 I wish you the best of luck, dude. And I think you're gonna be okay. You just gotta watch out in the future. Look out for yourself. Take care of yourself and take time for yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too, Mr. Superman.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Ooh. Big one. Very big one. Okay. I'm clicking on this one because I'm really interested. Am I good? Yeah, that one was just big. That was a big one. They need to go eat dinner. I want to hear dating a blind girl. So get on in here, and I'm gonna go pee real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay? Let me get this guy in here. Yo, what's up, dude?
Hey, hi. Thanks for
Hi,
having me on.
hi.
Before,
Okay, wait,
before
I
begin,
gotta go pee. I gotta go. Literally,
okay,
literally.
okay, I got it, yeah.
I'm muting you for a second, and then I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. All right. 1 second, chat. Anyone want to request music to the pleb list? Because there's nothing over here. So someone play a song while I'm gone. Mods veto if it sucks. Boo. What the fuck is this? Shut the fuck up. Real trap shit. Hello, Bryce. Okay. Yo, Mushroom Doc, thank you for the 3 months. Morbid Husband, thank you for the 2 months. Nuclear Override, thank you for the 3 months earlier. Pixie Paradise, thank you for the brand new tier 1. Queen Rosaline, thank you for the tier 1 earlier. That was 2 hours ago, actually. Jesus Christ. How do I get in the queue for dating advice? Join the channel at the top of the thing, but I think we're pretty much almost done here. Actually, homeboy, you might be our final one. So, all right. Dating a blind girl, what is the quandary? What is the issue?
So the fact that she's blind, not the issue. Let me just give you the rundown on the situation here. Just before we start, is my mic good? Not too loud, not echoing or anything? Because sometimes I got issues with that.
Perfect. I can turn you up and down if I need to.
All right, great. All right, so here's the thing. All right, so I met this girl, right? Really great. She's beautiful, smart, kind, everything, you know. She's blind. Really not much of an issue to me. So here's something I kind of found out about her. She actually she hates dogs, right? She's got like a neighbor who's like dog like barks all the time and stuff, and she's explained to me she hates dogs. All right, now here's the issue. Here's where the issue comes in. I happen to be a walking, talking dog.
Okay. What do you mean?
So I'm like a dog that like.
What? Is this a Family Guy bit? Is this the plot for Brian dating that one girl? Okay, get out of here. This is the plot for that episode where Brian dates a blind woman. Okay. Okay. Let's get asexual in here. Come here, Black Magic. Seems like something we talk about a lot on stream. So what's the issue? The fact that asexuality gets in the way of dating because people want to fuck and you don't?
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Kind of, because, you know, asexual.
Yeah.
Not interested in, as stated earlier, P and V.
No quiero P and V. All right. Of course. I mean, this is the classic ace issue that we see on stream.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your case?
For me, it feels like I I don't got like the real problem I feel is I don't really, go after things because I always overthink, and it ends up becoming a, like, is it really worth it if I give up this friendship even though I'm not going to receive a major part of relationships? It's like
yeah, what's the point in seeking out a relationship if I'm not even gonna, when you say missing out on part of the relationship, you talking about sex?
Yes.
So what's the point?
I mean, it's just kind of like how things are, relationship, it's gonna happen eventually, and it's just like...
So you're having a hard time rationalizing the point or purpose of seeking out something committal because you're not even going to, one, be able to deliver to your partner what maybe you feel like they need, but two, do the thing that people get in relationships for, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, relationships are really kind of just a mutually exclusive club.
Yes, true.
That's pretty much all that happens there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you share a bond with your partner or partners that you just don't share with anyone else who is not in a committal relationship with you. How old are you?
17.
Okay.
And I mean, I've been in relationships, out of relationships, looking for relationships, it's a whole lot of stuff, and it's just like all my boys, they're like, yo, you gotta go for it, you gotta go. But I don't see anything to it, although I do long for, just kind of like that companionship element to it.
So the issue is you just don't see a point? You just don't want to try?
It feels like trying, I always try too late, if that makes sense. Like, by the point I always rationalize it and all that, it's just like they aren't interested, see me as a friend, stuff like that.
Oh, you don't feel like, because you're asexual, that you are good enough for someone to be their someone. Yeah?
Yeah, kind of.
Ooh. So it's not necessarily a lack of the ability to rationalize the purpose of a relationship. It's the insecurity of not being able to deliver, or no? Is that not it?
I've got to definitely think for a few moments.
Yeah,
if you don't mind.
Sometimes whenever we start talking about this, we realize, is this my problem? What is the problem here? Let me think. The issue that we typically see when we get to the topic of dating as an ace, we don't see a point in, I say we, you don't see a point in dating because everybody just wants to fuck, so why even try? Like, what's the point in doing this if every single encounter is like, oh, well, that's really important to me, so I guess I'm sorry, we just probably shouldn't talk then,
Yeah.
Have you ever tried dating a person who's also ace?
There are a dime a dozen around here,
I didn't. Are you joking?
Yeah, they're extremely rare. Like,
okay.
I'm the only asexual I've met.
Okay.
Obviously not online because you meet everyone online, but in person, only asexual.
And, that makes it real difficult, doesn't it?
Yep.
Do you think that a relationship has something to offer you that a meaningful friendship can't?
I mean, I guess just kind of like that feeling like...
It's literally, you see the happy couple and you're like, I just want whatever they have.
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally, whatever that is, I want that. You can get that, dude. Your case, it'll be just more difficult. a lot of people, myself included, the physical aspects of a relationship are, I would say, equally as important as the emotional aspects for me. I love to fucking cuddle and hold hands, and I like to do this thing with my finger. I'm not going to explain it to you, but it's important. It's important. You know?
Yeah, of course.
And but for you, it's not. So you need to find, you know, and this is, you're not going to want to hear this, someone that feels the same. And that is going to be dating for you. Very, very quick speed runs of whether or not a person is invested if you're not gonna fuck.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I don't know, it just kind of feels like I don't have that drive that other dudes have, like
that fucking
because like being physically attracted to someone, it's like, yeah, that can help you bolster that confidence.
Yeah, it's that primal, that near like predatory, like I must seek a mate. You know?
Yeah, I get you.
It's if you don't feel it, you don't feel it. It's not a big deal. You may also find that, you know, you maybe you just need a meaningful emotional connection before you can even think about a physical engagement at all. Personally, even as a guy who, I don't know, is active. I don't like using that term. It makes it sound so medical. But even for me, I need to think you're cool. Like, I need to get along with you. Like, I need to think that you're interesting, and I need to feel as though I am interesting to you. I cannot fuck someone who just wants to fuck. It's honestly, it's not that good for me. It's really not. Yeah. It's not satisfying. It's empty. It's hollow.
I feel like it's a similar thing for me, but getting over that feeling like you're interesting hurdle is a lot larger.
For you?
Yeah, just because like you don't have anything to make up the difference. It's just all personality.
It's all personality. Yeah. Okay. And you know what? Honestly, I never really even considered that because I think the personality needs to fully be there. And I also prefer them to be hot, like, so we can bang and it'll be epic. I totally get what you mean though. I feel like it's gonna take you a lot of time, dude. I don't know if I have any advice I can give you. It sounds like you're already on the right track. Like you're having the trial and error. I feel like since you're ace, it's gonna be more trial and error.
I'm trying to think a thought right now, but I'm blanking really hard. I had it right there. Why is it gone now?
It's okay.
But like, once I feel like I've made that meaningful connection with someone, it's like, yeah, they just see me as a friend or, you know, just someone who occasionally annoys them.
You will see that like disposition change greatly as you age. You're 17, and I can tell you, as a 17-year-old, I really only cared about fucking. Like the meaningful emotional connection with someone else, it kind of didn't really matter. I'm 17. What can I even like what sort of emotional development do I even have at this age? I don't really care. For you, it really, really matters. Dating in your age group, you're not gonna find much right now, dude. So I would almost argue that like you shouldn't even divulge a whole bunch of effort into dating, because you know, people your age just they don't think like that. They're not developed like that. You may have luck dating older. I don't know. Maybe.
Let's give it like a year or two more, so I'm not breaking any laws.
Right. 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give it a little bit. In the meantime, are you jonesing? Are you fucking fiending for anything? Or are you good?
I mean, you know, some nights it gets lonely, some nights it's just chilling, so it's just like...
What do you want on those nights when it's lonely?
I don't know, just like someone who I know is there, who I can talk to, maybe cuddle with, you know, just like, this sounds virgin as hell, but just like hold hands about our feelings.
No, I get that too. I mean, shit, dude, you think I don't like... I'll invite a bitch over just to cuddle. I ain't ashamed to say it. That being said, dude, I completely get where you're at. That's just what it feels like to be single, I think. You're not clamoring for pussy, so you're good there. Like, the only advice I can give you, man, is take it as slow as you've been taking it. And the trial and error thing is just going to be a little bit more strenuous for you. Also,
all right, man.
Also rapid, very rapid, I feel like.
Rapid?
Rapid. Like, it is going to be a rapid dating experience for you, because it'll be very obvious from the get-go whether or not this is going to be a deal breaker, because the second you drop that, by the way, no sex, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I'm out.
Still kind of closeted, so I mean,
I mean, if you want your dating life to go well, you're gonna have to let them know. Yeah. It's not something you can hide, dude. Like, not that. It's actually going to be a massive deal breaker for many people.
That's fair.
You know, and that's just brutal honesty. You're gonna have to let them know. And I'm not saying even you don't owe that to people. You don't owe it to anyone else. I'm saying you owe it to yourself, because if you're not telling them straight away and figuring out now whether or not they're okay with it, you're wasting your own time.
Yeah, I've ended up with a lot of just friends, and we are really close friends, just it's not anywhere.
Yeah, you will definitely have the most luck, I feel like, with people who are also A's.
Yep, time to start digging.
Yeah. Whenever you turn 18, you start making your dating profile. Just throw no hookups in your bio, and that literally filters them out so quickly. It actually does, because most people get on dating apps.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of dating apps. I just kind of want to, like, just find people, you know, not just.
Yeah.
But no hookups might be a healthy medium.
Yes. I mean, that's what it's the easiest way of saying no sex. You know, no hookups. I mean, asexual people will engage in a physical altercation. A sexual one, no, with their partner, of course. I mean, that's what I hear through the grapevine, the asexual grapevine. Like, yeah, I mean, me and my partner occasionally, we, like, yeah, duh.
We have made out, not really anything.
Yeah. No, I get that. Just, yeah, that's all I'm saying. I imagine I have a lot of ace viewers. Shit.
Yo,
anybody in Twitch chat looking? No, actually, there's so many ace people that watch me. Anytime we talk about sex on stream, it's this Twitch chat fills up with, well, I'm ace, so.
I mean, we got the main problem done with. Do you have any tips on just like kind of coming out of the closet, being confident in that shit?
Coming out of the closet as an asexual, do I have any tips on that?
Yeah, man.
Well, while I've never come out of the closet except to my gay friends as straight, which is always a shocker for some reason. Like, I don't know, could you guys not tell? Literally listen to the way I fucking talk, dude. Like, come on.
Happy, Chad.
But as far as coming out, do you really need to come out to everyone for this right now at this stage in your life? Would people around you even understand it?
The only people who really know are, like, again, the boys, and 2 of them said you just ain't getting any P&V. The rest were like, I'm confused.
That's a male reaction. I don't think people really need to know that bad. People put it in their dating bio. Like, I see it all the time. I'm ace, I'm aro. Wait, what? You're asexual and aromantic. Why are you on a dating? What are you here for?
You're lonely. Come on.
Oh my god. Going to the soup store for bread. But anyway, I have really no advice I can give you, man, as far as that goes, other than communicate it to the people that you're seeking an engagement with, you know? Other than that, people don't really need to know. You don't need to wear the fucking badge. Not like you're a Hot Topic employee, you know? You don't need to have your fucking stats on your shirt.
0 sex head.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess just like talking with my friends about it just gets me more comfortable and actually talking to normal people about it.
For sure.
Got you. Well, thank you very much, Weest, and I can definitely confirm that this is Fonk.
Oh my god. Is that you in chat?
Yes, that is.
Oh god, you're so annoying. Get out. Okay. Funny. I can do... Actually, I think I need to go. Oh, hold on. I can do one more. Let me text my friend. You better come out tonight. I haven't seen you in a bit. Beep, 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 beep. I'm reading my text out loud so you guys know that I'm actually just texting a friend. I'm not even texting a woman. This is actually one of my homies. And he just says he wanted to come dancing tonight. And like, well, you better fucking come out. Okay. Hit it off. Awkward next day. Okay, this is an easy one. This is a simple one. We may even be able to do 2 here. Yo, what's up, dude?
Yo, what's happening? I was actually here last night. I was not expecting to get onto this shit.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Welcome.
So, yeah, how you mentioned fucking college orientation earlier. That's what this was about.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
So you went to orientation, you hit it off with someone, and the next day it was awkward, yeah?
Yeah, somewhat. That pretty much sums it up.
All right, so you've stated 2 definitives. You've stated that you hit it off well, and then you stated that the next day it was awkward. So how do we know both of those things? First of all, you hit it off. How do you know you hit it off?
Well, I just had a really easy time talking to them, really.
Okay, you had an easy time talking to them.
Yeah, normally it's not it felt extremely easy. It's normally not as easy to talk to them. It felt like very fluid, essentially. I had no problems at all.
Was the conversation really 50-50? Were you guys both talking an equal amount, or was it you talking?
Yeah, no, it was 50-50.
Okay, nice 50-50 exchange, and it was just a pleasant conversation. Did it get weird or anything like that?
No.
Okay. How was it awkward the next day? I'm believing this based on what you provided. Now
I don't know. I feel like I just felt like it was harder to approach the same person the following day was all.
Did they make themselves unapproachable?
Not particularly. I just felt like I had a hard time particularly, so I feel like this falls on myself.
Do you think you went home and you hyped yourself up too much? Do you feel like
a little bit?
Do you feel like you thought about it?
Not too much though.
You thought about it all night and you made it into this fucking
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You overthought?
Yeah, I think so.
You moved really fast in your head and then you showed up and it was kind of like the same conversation as yesterday and you're like, okay, wait. No, there's an issue.
Well, I wouldn't say it was the same. It just felt like a lot shorter is all.
Yeah, it was conversation number 2. The longest one's going to be number 1. Oh, the longer one, you know. Okay, so you overthought it and you overanalyzed it as awkward?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I'm leaning towards right now.
So what's the issue? And when was this? And
this was like a week ago.
Oh, so there's a chance still. This has only been a week.
So I was I talked to her the following day and I was given an Instagram, but then I got scared away because I'm new to it. I've hardly been using it. I used it because that's the contact information I was given. So I just started that. And I go over to this account and it's got 1,100 followers. What the hell? That's gonna scare me away. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Wait, what? She had 1,100 followers?
Yeah, pretty much.
And that was intimidating?
Yeah, of course it was.
Okay, so you're already this person that you've engaged with at first as an equal, you're starting to bump them up to a pedestal higher than yourself. And you're allowing yourself to become intimidated by a person that you've already overcome the confidence obstacle for. So you're putting another one up in your way. You've already established that they're okay with talking to you and that you can talk to them. Now nothing else matters, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Yeah. Literally, it's whenever I talk to girls, I only let them know that I have over 1 million followers a month in. You know?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Well, because I literally don't want to be held up. I don't want to be over respected. I don't want to be held to a higher standard because I have a bigger number next to my Twitter username, you know?
Yeah, I get that. Of course.
So, that being said, sounds like you're a little bit of a classic overthinker.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's fallen into one of those cases again, really.
Seems like a pretty big consistency we have amongst our Discord users here.
Amongst the viewers here.
You guys seem to overthink, overanalyze. Yeah, this is whenever people say play it cool, they're saying don't overthink it.
Yeah, no, like I had no issues with confidence or anything like that.
I mean,
like I feel like that was probably like the most confident I've appeared in a conversation in a long time.
Yeah, but it was like you spent your ult and now you got to recharge. Yeah. So now what?
I don't know. Like I would try reaching out, but it's like 9 p.m. for me. That's the thing.
Yeah, do it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the thing.
There you go.
I mean, like I have the time tomorrow. It's just that I go on like a plane because I go on a trip tomorrow.
Just hit him up anyway.
Yeah, I guess so. Doesn't hurt.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay. Know them in person?
Yeah, I do. Because I mean, I met them in person. So
when are we flying out?
Tomorrow.
What time?
Like 12.
Oh, at noon. Tomorrow will be Saturday. If they're up, maybe try to get coffee. That's what I would do. Be like, hey,
I can't because that's like an hour and a half away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hit them up. Hey, I'm about to get on my flight, but I was wondering, when I get back, would you like to X and Y or whatever? You know?
Yeah, I get that.
Try a simple, small strat. Also, leave that room. That way you don't overthink anything. That way you kind of put not the burden, but you kind of shift the anxiety to them. And this isn't manipulative. I know it sounds manipulative, but like, no pressure. Feel free to think about it while I'm gone. When I get back, I'll hit you up and you let me know.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? That way you're not on your trip deliberating because you're not going to get an answer right now. You're not getting the answer until you get back. Don't let it ruin your trip.
Yeah, because like that's the thing that I've like fallen into lately is like in my senior year, like I dated around like a little bit, like I talked to a few people, and it was like I always felt myself falling into like I like am texting them and everything and it's fine, and then like I text them and I just like never get responses. Like that's what it felt like.
Right.
Like I would get responses sometimes, but it was like a majority of the time I felt like I just wasn't getting anything.
And you know what? I think maybe in my adulthood, that is why I have shifted away from emotionally depending on that text back. I actually will not allow the conversation to get serious via text. I don't even want to have like a real convo over text because it's anxiety inducing, just waiting for the fucking responses to come in. I usually have my real talks in person and we can plan things over text or whatever, but do that. Plan way in advance. That way, one, they can't knee-jerk say no. And God, I sound so predatory here, but you don't want to give them the opportunity to say no right away by saying, "Hey, do you want to hang out tomorrow?" Tomorrow? Fuck! Hey, would you like to hang out sometime next week? I'm leaving today, but I'll be back in how many days? And I was wondering if you'd like to go get or drink or whatever. You know? Movie, dinner?
Yeah, like I get that.
Yeah.
Because like the whole reason I was there was by like complete circumstance, because I'm gonna swap my major and then like somehow ended up in like the same room as like biology major, because I'm like English major right now, but I'm swapping it to like creative writing.
Okay.
Yeah, so because I like normally write a shit ton, but then, like because I was in that circumstance and because I hadn't like swapped it at the time, I was like with all the people who were like in English and like everything that was in that particular college. So like I end up in the room with like all the biology majors. I start talking to a biology major. That's the person.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, I mean, it sounds like there's a chance still. So try that plan that I formulated, or do whatever. Do your own thing. I don't care. You don't have to do what I said. But I think that it's only been a week. There's definitely a chance, and it wasn't even that bad. You're just overthinking things, dude. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Have a good
you
one,
too on anything that you end up doing
tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah, best of luck, man.
Yeah. All right, 99, dude. Peace.
All right, yeah, see ya.
Woo. Oh, me is back. Where are you at, me? You raised your hand earlier, and I tried to invite you in, and you didn't join, so I canceled on you. But you may end up being our last one here. So, what is your predicamente?
All right. Can you hear me fine?
Yes.
Sorry, I was doing a shit with the trash earlier.
No, you're good.
So I'm going out with this person who. They're non-binary.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I was gonna like try to jump ahead and ask what the predicament is, but you're probably about to explain.
Yes. So I don't feel like I'm 100% into this, but they're like 110%, and I've been like this with this person and the person who I dated before this, and I don't know if I'm trying to sound like I'm in therapy or fucking whatever.
So the issue is you're having a hard time developing what? An emotional attachment?
Yes, an emotional attachment. It just feels like there's not, maybe I'm not everything there, or it just feels like something is missing.
How long has it been?
3 months now.
And what do you feel as though is missing? Do you feel as though it's something as simple as, I just don't feel like I'm matching their energy that they have for me?
Yes.
Okay.
And also, I'm going to be going off, this is kind of a side note, I'm going to be going off to college about like 3.5 hours away. And so there's going to be that long-term, or distance.
Yeah. So are you deliberating on making a decision of cutting it off, or are you looking for generalized like advice on the whole like not commitment but attachment thing, like developing those feelings?
I think both, to be honest. So I was thinking about cutting it off, but then they're gonna come over in a little bit, and I wanted to talk to them personally about all this.
Okay.
Be completely open and on the table.
Do you want me to be honest with you?
Go ahead.
Given how you described that you feel and you don't seem unsure about it, and the fact that your situation is about to change drastically in the next few months, I mean, I just wouldn't worry about a committal relationship right now. I literally just wouldn't, especially if you're not feeling it. How old are you?
I'm 20.
It's just not surprising that you're having a hard time like matching someone's energy. How old are they?
They're also 20.
Okay. And are they being very, very, very extra? Is it like, oh, I love you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you? Or is it just like, I don't know, I'm just not really, are you not attracted? Or is it?
I'm definitely attracted to them. They're very hot in my eyes.
It's just literally an emotional thing. You don't click.
Yeah, we click on some things, but we also don't. And
Yeah.
like, it's confusing me because like a while ago I was super excited to see them, and now I'm kind of like having all these mixed thoughts.
Let's crack that open. Why were you excited to see them?
Mainly because they give me something that I haven't necessarily experienced in my life. They give me,
Novelty,
like,
novelty. Okay, boom. Wow, you even said it. I didn't even need to dig for that. Holy shit. You said maybe it's because they're giving me something I haven't had before. You literally are experiencing novelty, my dude. This is what happens. We try out a new drug, we like it, we take 10 more bumps of it, and then we're like, okay, this isn't really getting me high anymore. It's literally the infatuation stage wore off, and you just, this is it, dude. This is the whole point of dating. You've realized, I'm just not really into it. This is normal. What you're describing is actually a normal outcome to a dating situation. Like, the novelty wore off. It happened to me. I'm not going to divulge that information on stream. But extremely hot, insane sex. I mean, oh my God. And they're really cool. They're well put together. They're independent, but we just don't have any of the same interests. She doesn't understand what I do for a living. I don't know. Like, we don't agree on some things necessarily. She says things, I'm like, wow, that's a hot take. You know, it's just, we like to, I don't know. She's just not, she doesn't laugh at my jokes. I don't really laugh at hers. It's just like, okay, well, I'm not feeling it. So we're friends. And that's it. Yeah, that's basically it.
All right, I can see that.
You don't have. You're describing to me a non-issue, but you feel like it's an issue because you feel guilty about it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Right. And that is the kicker. Everyone feels guilty whenever they realize it. When it, you look in the mirror, you're like, oh fuck, I'm not feeling it. Uh-oh. Now I gotta be the bad guy and I gotta break it off, right? I gotta let them know, hey, I'm really sorry.
Exactly what
I'm so sorry. And it's like, am I the bad guy? Do I rip it off like a band-aid, or do I do some really like awful male manipulator shit and forcefully distance themselves from me through passive behavior until they decide to break up with me? Don't do that, by the way. Don't do that.
I hate hurting people.
I'm
a very strong pacifist.
Right. Literally, just like rip off that band-aid, dude. You literally gotta. It's unfortunate, but it's not gonna get any better for you, and it's only going to get worse for them as they start to realize, like, where's the other half of this relationship at? Yeah.
You got a point.
Yep. Dude, I wish you the best of luck. You don't really have an issue here other than you got to break it off. Good luck tonight, dude.
All right. Thank you.
Peace.
Have fun. Peace out.
Good one. And then Spectral Jake, thank you for the $10. I could take you. That was supposed to be my last one, but I'll take you. You paid money for it. Sorry, everyone else waiting in line, but hello, Spectral Jake.
Oh, hello. I actually was not expecting you to.
No, it's okay. I actually I make money from doing this, so.
Well, hey, even if you didn't take me, man, I guess I was footing the bill for the others that you did for free.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. So, explain to me your situation.
Okay, so I met this chick 10 months ago at the local community college I go to.
How many months?
10.
10? Okay, so for 10 months you've been talking or dating?
We've just been friends. That's it.
Oh, 10 months. Just friends. No physical nothing? Or one time and that's why it's difficult.
We've cuddled multiple times.
Cuddled?
But she's called it platonic cuddling.
Okay, that's fine. It's probably not, but that's fine. Cuddled on more than one occasion?
Cuddled on more than one occasion. She's stayed the night a couple times, but it's never gotten sexual.
That's crazy. She sleep in the bed with you?
I'll get back around to this, but it's gotten... It's... The last time, it got pretty weird. I'll just put it that way.
Okay,
But... historically, she's mentioned that she doesn't really see me as anything, but yet again, I keep getting mixed signals from her, and it's just...
Let me ask you this. Whenever she says it, does it sound like she's saying it for you or for her? Is she saying it so you don't get scared away? Or is she saying it so she doesn't fall into something with you because she doesn't want to? I feel like you've already described a situation where she's wanting something and you're not.
No, I think it's actually the other way around. I want something and she doesn't, maybe. But yet again, it's just the last time we hung out. Well, actually, the second to last time, because I just met up with her for 30 minutes to give her stuff back. After that last time,
her stuff
I
back.
brought her home. Yeah, she left some stuff in my car.
Clothes or things?
Sunglasses and a thing of lipstick.
Okay.
She just, yeah.
Okay.
But no, it's never been sexual between us. There's never been sex, but there's been cuddling, and the farthest it's gotten is the last time I saw her. We kissed, but there was no emotion in it for her. And I barely put any emotion into it because of that.
Who went for the kiss? That's important.
I asked if I could kiss her, and she asked for a reason. I gave her a really stupid reason that, in hindsight, wasn't the best.
Okay.
I should have just been upfront with my emotions with her in that moment.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, sounds to me...
Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to mention. I feel like the reason she hasn't really pushed it is, one, we both have anxiety issues, so we've both been kind of anxious about it. 2, I'm the younger one, and there's an age gap of 10 years, so I'm 19, she's 29.
Bro, you're in her back pocket. Bro, you are marinating for her. She is... Oh, man. Yeah. Bro, you're in her back pocket.
What do you mean by that?
She's saving you for later. Like, legit. You are... Man, dude. Damn. Let me ask you this without thinking too hard about it. Is she gaining anything from the dynamic with you?
We're both gaining, to be honest.
Okay.
We both have something to gain.
I almost want to call you out for that cope that you just spat out, but are you spending money on this person? Like a large amount?
Not a large amount.
How much? What are you buying her?
I'm not buying her much. We've both bought stuff for each other, man.
Okay. Okay. I'm not accusing you of anything. So I'm digging because I have zero context. Okay. Are you constantly her therapist?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I would say it's the other way around. I talk to her about stuff sometimes because, you know,
and
at the end of the day, she's an older friend that I can kind of open up to about some things, and, you know.
Okay. Okay. You're literally like just friends. Do you guys have a lot of friends in common? Are you in each other's social circles?
We don't really have big social circles. We're both socially awkward, and we have each other. We have a few other friends, but other than that, I think her and I are the closest ones to each other.
So
19 and 29, by the way.
Yeah, you're not seeing a lot of desire out of her end, yeah? Just like...
I feel like it's because we both have a lot of anxiety, and I don't want to scare her off. I don't want to be too aggressive and scare her off. I don't want to violate any boundaries. I just, you know, it's not in me to make somebody else uncomfortable.
And it's been 10 months. You guys are just kind of talking. Have you honestly discussed the tension? Have you pointed it out? That's what I do. I mean, I just say like, hey, why are things awkward? And I know that's forward. And almost aggressive. But like, hey, are you like what happened? Is this because of X, Y, Z? Like that. I mean, that's very important to me to address the issue at its root, because it helps both of us avoid like wasting our time and energy, right? Like,
I mean, it only gets awkward when things get tense.
When things get tense?
Yeah, I mean,
like
everybody has their disagreements, right?
I don't know what you mean per se. You're friends. What are you disagreeing on that you have tense moments with each other? That doesn't happen amongst friends.
No, it's just... Okay, let me rephrase it. There's some misunderstandings because, you know, I don't communicate well with others most of the time. I have an issue with that I'm trying to work on.
I don't... Oh... I'm hearing you gaslight yourself a lot, dude. I'm hearing you say a lot of... I'm hearing you point out your flaws with such awareness that they don't sound real. Okay, I'll take your word for that. But you sound like you're at the end of a rope. And you're taking a lot of personal blame for it. I feel like you're getting manhandled a bit. How many other women are you talking to, if you don't mind me asking?
Not really many other, because I have a hard time talking with others.
Okay.
It's only a select few that I really click with and they understand me well.
When's the last time y'all hung out?
We were supposed to hang out today, but she canceled because she had some housework to be doing. So it was Sunday.
As a man in his or as an adult in their 20s, I use housework as the excuse to not hang out all the time.
She told me she you're gonna laugh at me, but she told me ahead of time and was like, it may be or it may not be. But
may be or may not be.
We may hang out or we may not hang out. I mean, we'll just see if I can get stuff done in time. And
bro, oh dude,
she flakes out from time to time, but I don't.
How hot is she? How hot is she? Be honest.
Do you want me to describe her?
No, how hot is she in your opinion? Is she a fucking baddie?
She's a baddie, man. She's tall, skinny chick.
Oh.
Looks young. Like, you can mistake her for 22.
Bro. Does she talk about her dating life?
When she does, she kind of feels weird about it, to be honest. She doesn't like talking about her past dating life.
No, I'm talking about her current dating life.
Oh, she says it's non-existent.
Non-existent?
Not just to me, but whenever we were out at the billiards hall, somebody asked her that, and she said, "Oh yeah, it's non-existent."
I am hearing all of the red flags of a situation where you personally are one of many. You. I am hearing the tactics and habits of a hoe, which there's no shame in being a hoe, but there is shame in being a dishonest hoe. It sounds like you are on the back burner for some reason. I don't know what you got, but I don't know what you got that she is like saving. But it sounds to me, this sounds like a dynamic that's, I mean, at the very root of it, at the very least, it's just not serving you beneficially. But where she is gaining and you are not. And if anything, you're losing, because here you are in a Discord call with me stressing about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she stresses about this as much as you're stressing about this? Because I would say probably not. Sounds like you're thinking about her and maybe she's not thinking about you very much. We'll see. Depends on whether I can get enough stuff done.
Are you saying it's very one-sided?
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like you should start matching. I feel like you should start matching the amount of energy that's being put into maintaining this relationship. And that hurts, dude, because whether or not you know it, maybe you've become a little bit emotionally dependent on this person as a consistent source of good feelings in your life, right? But you've hit a wall.
I won't deny it.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to talk to more women.
I do. I need to address my issues with talking to people.
Because you'll figure out, and this is true, how it's supposed to feel. And you'll be able to cross-compare if this is correct. It'll give you a lot more perspective. Yeah. You should talk to more people. That's my advice to you, man.
I'll try to, but Rebret just said something in chat. What do you think about that?
Try and ask her what you are to her. Get clarification, and honest clarification, to let her gaslight you. Because clearly you guys have a dynamic that is somewhere between a friendship and a relationship, right? Clearly you are in that area. You're not at point zero, but you're not at, the finish line either, the finish line. If 0 is being friends and 10 is being together in a relationship, you guys are somewhere at a 1 or a 2, right? You are something more to her than just a homie, because we don't cuddle with our homies. We don't kiss our homies. Things have gotten awkward since we touched each other. So honestly, as friends, I feel like we owe it to each other to discuss. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do need to ask her, because somebody said it's one-sided to me. Somebody said it sounds like she's using me before I talk to you, and it's just...
So is everyone else wrong and they're all crazy and you're right? Or maybe this is one of those moments where it's like, oh fuck, it's happening to me, isn't it?
No, I've just been blinded by emotions, I think.
Rose tinted shades, dude. You know? Like, it happens. Sometimes some days I wake up and I'm like, oh fuck, it's happening to me. Damn it. Because this has never happened to me, right? No, I would never let this happen to me. Not me. I'm way too keen. I would see this shit from a mile away. Oh fuck, it's happening. It happens. To all of us. And it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Be sure to effectively communicate on this one, though. Because I may be completely wrong. I only have your side of the story through your lens.
Oh, yeah, there's another thing. So, it's kind of back to what the guy in the chat said, you know, to ask what we are. I tried to ask her about her feelings towards me, and she dodged that question. Like, she didn't want to answer it.
And if I'm being straight up, that is a massive red flag. There is something already kind of sussy about a 29-year-old talking to a 19-year-old. Not like in a predatory way, but what is that 29-year-old doing reaching down here?
We're both in college. We've taken classes together. We've been in the same circle.
Right. She has 10 years of life experience on top of you. It makes me wonder why she's not looking for someone with her amount of experience. That's all. And I'm not saying that you're a little baby and you shouldn't be dating her. I'm literally just saying that you two have different, you are literally at different checkpoints in life right now. Granted, you're both in college, but it's a red flag. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It could be a false positive, you know? It's just something that would make me ask more questions than I normally would. What is she doing and why? That's all. That's what I want to know. I would love to talk to her, but can't happen. That being said, you should talk to her. Figure that out. Like, honestly, girl, I just want to know because I'm getting hung up over this. Like, you got to realize I'm 19. I haven't been in many relationships before, so this kind of matters to me. You don't have to point a finger and be like, I'm starting to feel used, but it matters. Figuring this out matters a lot. Because if you're not interested at all, then I'm going to stop getting so mentally hung up on this whenever you fucking leave. Yeah?
Yeah, no, you're right about that, because there was a period of time where we kind of put some distance between each other because we both had life stuff to take care of. You know, I was working 68 hours a week trying to save up to get my own place, and that's about to happen. And then she was dealing with issues I'm not going to elaborate on because that's her business.
Right.
But we both kind of needed to focus on our own thing for a minute.
Fair. Don't let yourself be anyone else's emotional fix, dude. Because you're worth more than that. We all are.
It's going to be kind of messed up when I say this, but I think it goes both ways with us both being each other's emotional fixes from time to time.
We do a little bit of trauma bonding. It's okay. It happens.
I love how you put that.
It's sometimes we just make friends that way. But hey, dude, I have had a pleasure talking to you. It's been excellent. Come in here.
I'm sorry, I was in the middle of viewer interviews. Is this okay if I wore this out? I don't feel like changing. What if I wore this? Is this W Riz? Is this W Man's Riz? Is this W Riz?
With the underwear hanging out the back?
The underwear. Yeah, I'm gonna change the underwear. I'm gonna change that. Don't worry. I made the mistake this morning and I was like, damn.
Are we both wearing 5 inches?
I think we are. We're both whores. Look at me.
His thighs are way meatier than mine.
Oh yeah, dude. Look at that schmeat.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. You about ready?
This is a thrifted jacket. Do you think I can
it goes hard?
Could I get away with it? Do you think I can get away with it?
You're gonna be so warm tonight.
I will be.
Yeah, I would wear it.
I don't know.
I would wear it.
You would. I'm probably gonna change into the Arizona green T-shirt that Chad got on my ass about. Fuck, I don't want to end yet, but all right, I guess I will.
You gotta.
All right,
unless you want to go. I'm about to. Are we driving or are we Ubering?
I can drive.
To the apartment, and then we'll Uber back to the apartment, and then we'll drive home.
Yes, that works.
Does that work, or would you rather Uber the entire time?
No, I can drive.
Wait, didn't we drive last time? You're like, this fucking sucked.
We drove to 6th. That's why.
Oh, that fucking sucked.
Yeah,
that fucking sucked. Okay. All right, I'm back, friend.
I was about to say, tell your roommate that looks like I'm a straight guy, but tell your roommate that says that looks sexy.
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right. I hope I've given some. Your situation out of all of these has been the most difficult to talk about because there's a lot of vagueness. It seems like neither of you are really communicating about the issue at hand, so it's hard for me to offer any advice on it because you're at point 0 in the conversation. That being said, I hope you have that talk and figure something out. Don't go into it looking for necessarily an end to the conflict, but at least a checkpoint. No, a marker, a landmark in the relationship, a point of reference at the very fucking least. Okay, you're not interested in me like that. That's fine. Let's not go down that path with each other again then. Let's just stay friends. Or you're hung up on something? Let's talk about that and see where we go from there. Yeah? Communication. It's key.
Okay.
All right.
She's supposed to call me later tonight, so I don't know. I would say I'll let you know how it goes, but
it matters the most to you and no one else. Right? All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty, dude. Good luck, man.
Thank you, Weest.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm sorry if people that are waiting in line, waiting to get their stories heard, but I am going to have to head out here. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. I know I sure did. As always, be sure to wash your ass. It's very important. I can smell it from here, and it's not good. Pink Hater, thank you for the gift sub to Colby's again. I'm going to raid a friend here. Who are we raiding? Kawite? Peach? Who am I raiding? I might raid my boy Quite. I'm gonna raid Quite here. I haven't raided Quite in a while. An interesting first stream. I'm glad you enjoyed. I really like this. I really like these sort of viewer interview type streams. I guess I'm really good at talking, aren't I? Ooh. I already knew that about myself, but it feels like I'm unlocking a skill. This is fun. I really enjoyed this. We should do this again. Yeah, it's kind of no rule 5, but it's like more focused. This is good. Nighty night, boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, actually. Peace out. No Darky to end the stream. No J. Cole. Oh, shit. Good night, chat.